Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday, and I can't believe it's already the end of June, so happy Friday everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Joyce, and today we have quite a special show, as you know they all are. I love to bring to you guys the high end as usual, but today I'm bringing to you guys some of the larger sizes and stones that we're used to hearing about, but might not necessarily get the chance to see. So that's all I'll say for now. But some very special stones today, and some styles that I actually cannot believe are still hanging out here. I could have sworn that they have gone a long time ago, but I was doing a little deep dive in our inventory this week, and quite a few pieces have caught my eye, and I'm just like, I don't know why they're still here. So those pieces are getting discounted, as is everything here today. And requests are welcome as well. If you know me, I love to show you guys the high-end stuff, the museum. We all love to shop the private collection. But if you're looking for something more simple, not so crazy, we got you covered. Just call us and let us know whatever item number you're looking for, and we can check in the back and see what we might have. So a few designer pieces here and there. Chameleon diamonds, which there was a period of time where we had quite a few chameleon diamonds here and there, but they slowly but surely went out the door, and since then nothing really new came in. But today I do have a gorgeous round. I mean, it's so rare that we get to see the rounds. Usually they're cushions, pear shapes, ovals, but every time I see a round, I'm just like, I just have to show it to you guys. So chameleon diamond is here, blue zircon. At the very end of last week's show, I had a blue zircon. Didn't really give it, a great presentation. At the very end, I was like, you know what, just throw it up there, give it a price, whatever. And then today I found another blue zircon in my box, and I was like, why is it so much more? I got the one from last week, and I was like, the carat weights are not that different. One has tapered baguettes, the other doesn't. And the price was basically doubled, and I was very confused. So we'll go over that today as well. I mean, I have three options here, and truly, the one that I had last week, it's the best value out of the three. I don't know what's going on with blue zircon pricing, but clearly there's something going on right here, so we'll get to that. Again, if there's anything I'm yelling out here that you want to see sooner, please let me know. Again, I show you what you guys want to see. I just have everything up here with me, and I'm just going to start flashing stuff, start yelling out names. But if there's anything you want me to show you guys, please let me know. And without much further ado, let's get started today with our very first item, which is going to be a rather large piece. So let's take a look at our wheel right here. And now you're wondering, uh-oh, she's gotten a little crazy. She's going a little rogue again. Why is there this ginormous ring up here for the very first item of today? And why does it look like there is a pretty large sized Alexandra in the center? Well, good news is, this is actually not Alexandra. I know it looks like it, but this is actually going to be our green sapphire. This is 1116210, and this is our 250 oval green sapphire. And right now on the wheel, as it's spinning, there is no, there's no great size perspective to get off of this, but trust me when I tell you, this is not your average itty-bitty band style ring. If you have this design, you know how much gold is going to be in this piece. I don't know, today it kind of feels like I'm doing a loose gemstone show, but it so happens that every single gemstone is already set into a piece for you. That's what it feels like today, because the price I'm about to do on this one is a little bit crazy. Now, this also has 55 points of diamonds, and I feel like whoever priced this probably just looked at the diamond weight, was like, you know what? Barely over half a carat of diamonds, whatever, it's an itty-bitty little ring. No, you look at it clearly and it's like, that is a lot of gold. Now, despite the price I'm about to do, if you prefer this in either the yellow gold or even the rose gold, we will do it for you. Just give us some time and we will be able to swap it over for you. But this is green sapphire, and there's a lot of green sapphire out there. Not all of it looks as attractive as this one does. You know, a lot of the stuff out there, it looks more brown, honestly. It doesn't have this bright, obviously green color to it. And this, you look at it, and I first thought, Alexandrite. Uh-oh, someone put Alexandrite in the sapphire box. But no, this is green sapphire. 250, by the way, is not a small size. And this ring should really be $39.99. Like, that makes sense. You look at it, look at the size of the center stone, you look at the width of the band, and of course, VS diamonds, we don't price them like they should be. And $39.99, that makes sense. Like, someone out there who does not know of our values could look at this ring and be like, you know what, I would pay $39.99 for this piece. But we are not going to do that today. And as usual, as most things I have on my shows, what you see is what you get. I only got one of these. I do not have another green sapphire that looks like this. And it's not even going to be $19.99. This is an absolutely insane deal. This is for one collar and one collar alone. There's a reason why that it is here as the very first item today. It's because I got so excited about this price, about the value that someone out there is getting, that I could not, hide it away in, the last 5 minutes of the show. I brought it up here as the very first item because I truly want someone to have this today. And it's not even going to be $18.88. And I just want to say happy Friday to everyone who's watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on our website. Hello, G. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca will check on that for you. I don't know if that is an item number that is in our system, so we'll have someone check on that one. I don't know where we are in terms of item numbers as of right now. And hello, Miss S. Yes, I just, the opal earrings I'm wearing, they are here for sale, but, I designed them. I was like, you know what, now that I'm pink, I'm wearing blue. What perfect pair to wear than the opal earrings, so thank you very much. And Tracy, hello, hello. And hi, Amy, long time no see. And yeah, so green sapphire, don't worry, we are not doing $18.88. I know you're like, oh, she's probably gonna do like, $16.99, whatever, right? No, it gets better than that, and honestly, I don't know how much we're losing at this point, but it is a lot, and this is what it looks like from the side as well. So you can see truly the width of the band, and this does taper nicely, so it's not going to be too large, too unwearable for the hand. But this is not even going to be $16.99, and again, from the back is the best way to view any sort of gemstone, to see any sort of color zoning, any sort of inclusion, any sort of like dark spots inside the stone. I mean, let's just all take a moment and just stare at the back of that stone and try to find something. Just find whatever you can find to be, wrong with the stone. I, for one, am not seeing anything. And again, that bright, vibrant green, I mean, you just look at it, it's just green. It's not like, some of the other stones we see here and there. It's like, oh, it's like a mixture of colors. But this is green through and through. All of that gold, at this point, for free. Hate to say it, but for free. And it's not even going to be $16.99 today. Take a look at it on the hand because this is the perfect perspective for this piece. I mean, can you just see the presence this piece has on the hand? Like, this is not your average whatever gold and diamond band. This is a dome ring design. And $16.99, no one is taking it. I understand. You know our values. We are not, other shopping networks where we charge you, $4,000 for a ring like this. We are TVON, and we are here to give you the value of a lifetime. If you would like to grab this ring right now, maybe you're a sapphire collector, you don't have a green yet because you don't see too many greens that look like this. Call me now. We're gonna make it $12.99. That's right, I said it, $12.99. That is the price on this one today. And that's what I mean. I mean, that is a 250 center stone. I know with the width of the gold in this piece, it's like, yeah, that's probably, a half carat stone at best, right? No, this is a 2.5 carat oval center stone, as bright and as clean as can be, for $12.99. Like, this is one of those pieces that if it does not sell by the end of the day, I will personally set it aside and have our jewelers take it apart tomorrow morning. First thing they do when they come in, take it apart, it's not working, it's not worth it. Whatever. But $12.99, this should not still be here. I mean, just look at it from the side right there. I mean, that is all solid 14K white gold. if you want to change it still, we will do it for you, no extra charge. You know, how many places out there can even offer you this service where it's like, you know, green sapphire, that looks great, but I only wear yellow gold, I only wear rose gold. We will still change it for you, no extra charge there. So $12.99 on this one. Please let me know. This one simply cannot stay. And let's go back up close on this. Take another look at it. And I mean, this is it. I mean, that is such a bright green sapphire, and it's got some blue undertones to it too. I think it's a perfect mixture of the blues and the yellows in the, you know, the flashes of the colors as it's moving on the wheel right here. You can see a little bit of blue, a little bit of the yellow, and it's just, again, that perfect 50-50 blend. And $12.99 looks like it might still be here. So, you know, if this one does not go today, looks like we might be in a little bit of trouble, but, you know, I'm okay with that, right? Nervous laughter, but let's leave this here for a couple more seconds, see if someone might be taking it as we speak. And I do also have Royals and Barren Garnet today in that gorgeous. It's a very simple style, but there's a little bit of a designer element to it. So let me know on this one. And also, I was going to show this ring right here, this Mandarin Garnet. And I know they're two totally different stone families, two totally different designs, and you know, carat weights are totally different, but I was gonna show this and then I saw the price on it, and this by itself is more than this. So I was like, you know what, it's a little bit, it doesn't really make sense, right? So scrap this one. By the way, this one is more than the ring up here right now. So that just shows you like the true value of this ring right here, like $12.99. This piece just cannot stay. And the Mandarin Garnet, I'm gonna just, you know, put it in the box and have it sent back into the back there because I'm not gonna show it, but just to show you guys how, you know, the Mandarin Garnet that I flashed, like that for, it's $13.99, but that for $13.99, like it makes sense. This one right here does not make sense, especially for all of the gold that you are getting here. And if you wanted to get it, change the gold color and, you know, take it home and just melt it down, that's totally fine. Like, do whatever you want, but point is, something in this ring is free, and I say something, but a lot of, you know, many parts of this ring right now seems to be free, especially at that price. So let me know on this one, and we are going to be showing you that rather designer Royals and Barren right up next here. So call me on this one. Do not pass up on this value right here. And next up, we do have Royals and Barren. Very rarely do we get to see too many Royals and Barrens at this point. And this one is going to be 1119329. This is going to be our pear shape set east-west in this gorgeous, you all know it, this floral designer style here. And again, a lot of pieces today. I'm just like, I don't know what we're doing with the prices, but just the price itself cannot cover the cost of the mounting itself. This one as well, you know, I like my Royals and Barrens in the yellow gold. I have seen a few in the rose gold. I prefer in the yellow, but if you wanted to switch it up, if you wanted to keep it as is, the option is still there for you. Now this is our 340 center stone set off to the side here, as well as 38 points of your VS diamonds, you know, in this gorgeous, you know, has some negative space floral design here. Now I get it, this is probably not going to be for everyone, but I just thought, you know, the value is there. I can't believe this piece is still here. So I just thought, you know what, bring it out. Maybe the person who's meant to have this is watching today. I mean, just can you look into that Rose and Barren Garnet? I mean, it has such a beautiful depth to it. It looks a little bit mysterious to me too. I mean, a lot of these Rose and Barrens, they seem to have, a lot of them have their own sort of like personalities, I would say, where, you know, some of them look more bright and playful, and some of them look more, you know, darker and mysterious. And this one definitely, to me, gives the feel of a more mysterious stone here. And I just love all of those bright pinks, bright purples, and sometimes even reds coming through. Like, this is a fantastic stone, a fantastic piece. True to size on this one. And $19.99, again, that is a price that, you know, makes sense if you were shopping elsewhere. But $19.99, we're not gonna do it. It's been here for a while, and I just thought, you know what, bring it back up, give it one last look. And I have to put it in the same pile as the green sapphire there if this one does not go. But this is not even going to be $999. You know, only a couple seconds have passed, but just like that, I have saved you. I have saved someone out there $1,000. And yet, $9.99, we are not done discounting this piece. Take a look at it from the side here, because this is, I know you look at it on the wheel, it's like, how would I wear that? Like, that looks like a very interesting design. I don't know how I would wear that, but let me show it to you on the hand as well. But first, the back side of this ring, you can see how the flower itself is elevated over the hand. So it's not going to be sitting on your hand. It's not going to be, you know, bumping into you, you know, everything. You know, you're going to have this piece on your hand. You're going to be, you know, driving and, you know, typing and, you know, working, all that stuff, right? So we like to create pieces that designer look, yes, but still you can wear it comfortably. You don't have to wear it and worry about, oh, suddenly I can only, you know, sit here and maybe type on my keyboard and that's it. Like I'm too scared to do anything else. Like none of that is going to happen with this piece right here. And $9.99, that is also not going to be your final price. Take a look at it on the hand, because this is a gorgeous piece. This is how I would wear it. I would wear it on the ring finger like this. So I would wear it with the flower pointing this side and then with the pear shape pointing inside. But again, wear it however you want to wear it. And we are going to make this entire ring $777 today for the very first caller on this one. I mean, $777, and you cannot even cover the cost of making this mounting right here. This is not just your average single halo, double halo, diamonds on the band. This is an entire design, custom made. You know, this is not, again, it's not like take a calibrated stone size and just go, okay, put some diamonds around it. Okay, print it. Okay, make it. Okay, set the diamonds. Okay, set the center stone. That's it. This is a piece that, you know, so much thought has gone into the creation of this piece. How large do we make the rose? And where do we position the, you know, the pear-shaped center stone, I guess you could call it, right? And like, how is this piece going to be constructed so it's still comfortable to wear? So much thought has been put into a piece like this. And again, $777, that is just, that is just a fraction of what it costs to make even the mounting itself. So none of these prices are making sense, but here we are, Friday special. And this is also what it looks like from the side. So again, you don't really get to see the band until you look at it from the side. But really from the front is what really matters. And I mean, this is just an absolutely stunning piece. That Zembaran 340 center stone, not a small itty bitty little stone either. And it is still somehow here for $777. So let's take another look at it back up close and see if anyone would like to take this one here today. And of course, request, we are working on a couple here. Amy needs this stone in a necklace. I mean, I'll try. I know it's been a while, but you know, Zembarans, you know, we have some rejections, and we always like to bump up our, you know, quality. So especially with me here now, I love to go through our stones and be like, you know, it's a nice stone and all, but you know, set it aside. So Zembarans don't have too many of those to go around at this point in time, but I do actually have one in a ring. Let's see where I put it here. And I do have to admit, for the ring, I was a little bit selfish. I knew that this ring was here for a while now, and I showed it one time a while ago. And since then, it's kind of just, you know, been sleeping in our inventory, and I was being a little selfish because I just love the stone and I love the color combination with the yellow diamonds here that I was like, you know what, I just want to, you know, keep this to myself, but I'm like, you know what, can't do that. I gotta share this again. And you know, a fair amount of time has passed, so I think maybe today is the perfect day to finally bring this one out again and share with everyone. So if you're looking for another ring, you know, maybe a round and a more traditional style, I know traditional, but with some rather intense yellow diamonds on the side here, I got the piece for you. But of course, if you're looking for anything else, if you want a smaller stone, I know for a fact that we have a couple in the back. For anything in the larger sizes, I know we have a larger, I can't remember if it was a cushion or an oval, but it is a rather large stone. So again, not too many royals and barns to go around. Might be like our Tahitian black pearls, where, you know, we have to go for a couple of months without the royals and barns, without the Tahitian black pearls in rings. So Pick them up while you still can. This one is here, 777. And would you be okay if we took a little trip to a museum really quickly? I know this is a piece that, you know, has been here recently, but I just thought, I don't know why it's still here, as with a lot of these pieces here today, but aquamarine is a stone that not many people like. This is 1123322. And it's in a designer style mounting for a very good reason. And that is because this center stone is our 379 pear shape, white gold only on this one. A ton of diamonds is an understatement, but it's got, you know, quite a few diamonds here and there. But can you just all take a moment and appreciate the saturation of the center stone? Not only the size, but also the saturation. And aquamarine, if you started, you know, elsewhere with other networks, it's probably not your favorite stone. You probably had a not so great, you know, first interaction with aquamarine. You're like, yeah, it's that colorless stone, that barely blue stone. I don't really like it. Not here. Here is where we have that top quality material. Here is where we have, again, the size, the consistency of our quality. And here is where we have, you know, no color filters on the cameras to, you know, bump up the saturation of the stones. You are going to get this piece at home. You're going to look at it. You're going to be like, yes, this is aquamarine. I am now a changed person. I love aquamarines. And you might even get a few more pieces here and there because you can finally see and own this top quality material that other places may not be able to offer to you. So this is here, $99.99 was the price, has to go today. I just can't stand to see this one here another day. So, I mean, $99.99 for all of those diamonds. You got your rounds, you got your princesses, and you got your tapered baguettes. Like, there is a reason why that aquamarine is in this mounting, in this designer mounting. We could have put, you know, a rather large Paraiba in it, a rather large, you know, clean, bright emerald, or, you know, whatever other high-end superstar stone. But there's a reason why aqua is in this piece, and that is because of the saturation of this stone. I mean, again, I'm gonna kind of angle it here so you can actually see into the stone there. I mean, just look at the point of that pear shape. That looks like Brazilian Paraiba. This is not just your average or less than average, you know, aquamarine. This is it. If you just want to have the one piece, or if you just want to have an aqua that looks good, this is your piece to get. And we're not going to charge you, you know, $10,000 for this piece. We want you to have this. And this should not go back into the inventory, into the vault by the end of the day and be like, and sit there for another couple of who knows how long. This is the day to finally call in and pick it up, because this is not going to be $99.99. Call me now if you would like it. We're going to make it $39.99 on this one. And again, if you don't like aquas, try ours out. I can promise you that your world will be changed. You'll be like, you know, you will be an aqua fan. You will be a super fan of the aquamarines as soon as you see this piece arrive at your home. Could be next week. All we got to do on this one is size it to whatever size you need. So true to size on this one. Take a look at it on the hand, because this is not a small little piece. I mean, just look at that. The color of the aqua. I mean, it does not matter, you know, what perspective you're looking at this piece from, at the stone. Really, we're all focused on the stone here. You can still see it is that iconic blue color of the aquamarines. And there's no, you know, green color to it. There's no yellowish tint to the color. This is blue through and through, and it's $39.99 to the very first caller today. And take a look at it from the side as well. Large ring, yes, but still comfortable to wear. You guys all know by now that I don't have, you know, a model's hand. I have, you know, a smaller hand. But still, this does not look weird on my hand. I would wear this. I know it's a lot of diamonds, but I would still wear it just for that aqua. And it's also a little bit elevated off the hand, but that is because of the baskets, of course, to accommodate for the center stone and, of course, all of the diamonds as well. But this entire ring for $39.99 it should not still be here. And if you've been thinking about it, please, I mean, today's the day to finally pick it up. And let me know if you would like to grab it. Again, white gold only, true to size on this one. Just get whatever size you typically wear. You'll be absolutely happy with this. You're not gonna think, oh, is that, some nice, Swiss blue topaz? Is it some mystery stone? This is Sierra Santa Maria aquamarine right here on my hand and soon to be yours. So $39.99 on this one. Let me know. Let's go back up close, take another close-up look at this one before we move along right here. And I also do have emerald today as well. This is also what the piece looks like from the side. So again, kind of like a double halo. I know this is far from being your traditional double halo kind of look here, but that's what it looks like from the side and also from the back here. That is also a lot of gold to accommodate for all of the stones here. So $39.99, that is it. And call me if you would like to grab it today. That's what it looks like from the other side. Perfectly symmetrical here, and back to the front we go. I mean, that is just a gorgeous, it is a bright stone too. So let me know on this one. And I know this is just a gorgeous piece. And Amy, I will do my best to work on that. Royals and Barnes are, I know I say this every time, but Royals and Barnes are difficult to work with for matching. It's kind of like, you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, it's about the same color. But once you look at, like 10 stones together, you're like, oh, out of 10 individual stones, I cannot find a single match pair. But I'll do my best on that with what we have here and see if we can get you some earrings or a pendant. Yeah, we all love to complete our sets here, don't we? Which reminds me, a couple of weeks ago I had showed you guys one of my sketches. It was a very particular necklace. I think the necklace, still thinking about it, but I will say that there may or may not be a bangle or bracelet version of that design, in the works. So very exciting. That's all I'll say. But you bet it's gonna be it's gonna look like it came straight out of the museum. But those are just some more of the designs that are currently in process here. And again, I've been playing a lot with color combinations, so those will be out in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months if we're lucky. So keep an eye out for those. And I don't think, aside from the earrings I'm wearing right now, I don't think I have anything else up here that I have designed myself. So if you want to know more about the opal earrings that I am wearing today, please do not hesitate to call in, as I would love to make them mine. But of course, you guys get the first chance to own some of these pieces here. So call me on the aqua, call me on anything that has been here today. Some questions on the green sapphires, like, is that a natural stone, solid 14K? Yes and yes. I know it's kind of hard to believe, especially, when it seems like every other place right now is going, man-made, lab created, plated, whatever. We are still staying true to what we believe in, and that is all natural stones and solid 14 or even 18 karat gold here. So let me know on this one. And next up, I just have to show you guys this mandarin. It looks something like this. And it is a stone that is as bright as can be. This is 1121932. This is our gents ring style, but ladies, I was wearing this ring before the show started. I was, admiring it. I was like, it could work either or. But gentlemen, if you would like a mandarin garnet ring, I think this is one of the only gents rings that I have today. I do have I think this actually might be a lady's ring here, but this is mandarin garnet. They tend to be in the larger sizes for the center stone here. And this is, by itself, it's a pretty decent size. This is a 621 oval cut mandarin garnet center stone. And Miss S loves this mandarin and the mounting, and that is what I'm saying. Like, guys or gals, I think this style could go either or. I myself love a wider band style, and this definitely has a wider band style. And this also has a nice minimal 9 points of all of your diamonds combined. Gents ring style, not all the guys out there like too much diamonds, too much bling on their pieces, maybe a couple diamonds here and there, call it a day, that's fine. And White, yellow, or the rose gold. I love the mandarin garnets in the yellow gold. If you wanted to go for maximum contrast, white gold is an option for you. If you wanted to, you know, go a little bit crazy, a little bit different, rose gold is also an option. If you wanted to see what mandarin garnet looks like with the rose gold, I actually do have a pendant. If you want to see it, just let me know. But we do have a pendant with mandarin garnet that is in the rose gold. So if you just wanted to see, you know, how it looks like, how it might look like, just let me know. We can, of course, bring it out and show you what that color combination looks like. But this here is our $69.99 gents ring. Again, a lot of gold, yes. Large center stone, yes. And this stone in particular has some similar characteristics as Paraíba. And you're wondering, how is that possible? You mean inclusions? Inclusions is one, yes, that I did not think about till just now, but I had this ring on before the show started, and if you know me, I love to just, you know, stand in place and just turn 180 degrees and see, you know, just see the stone. I like to do it with opals, but today for some reason, I decided to do it with this piece. Had this piece on my hand, looked at it, you know, facing you guys, and I was like, yeah, under direct sunlight or direct light, looks great, it's bright, it's intense. And then I turned around so that my hand was under my shadow. And then suddenly, this stone looked 10 times brighter than it did under direct, intense light. And I was like, Immediately my brain went, Paraíba. But this is, you know, the furthest color from the Paraíba blue. This is not Paraíba, and yet somehow, despite all of those inclusions, this stone still has the clarity and intensity in it to have that Paraíba-like characteristic where under shadow, under shade, this stone glows. This stone shines even brighter than it does right now, even looking directly into your eyes. Somehow it did it, and I can only hope that if you get this, that you yourself will also, you know, try it out, you know, take it outside, look at it under direct sunlight, and then take it, you know, under the shade and just see the stone get even stronger with that bright, intense glow. This is not $69.99. Again, in all these pieces, we have to move them out. There's a major, you know, international trade show happening right now. You bet there's going to be a lot of brand new in the next couple of weeks. But first, we gotta move some of these pieces out the door today. And this is one of those pieces that I was a little bit surprised. You know, I had a faint memory of this piece. I was like, yeah, I remember this piece. And I went on my little mini trip to the inventory, did some diving around, and then I saw this piece. I was like, how is this still here? I could have sworn this piece had gone a long time ago. But clearly not. It is still here. It is still for one person. And it is also not going to be $29.99. This is what it looks like from the side. So there's, again, some nice detailing into the band itself. It's not just, you know, a dome style. It's not just flat. There is some, you know, I guess you could call it like a texturing to it. There is a pattern to the band itself. It is an absolutely gorgeous piece. Under gallery, yes, we are going to make this as comfortable as possible to wear. And it's not going to be $29.99 either. Again, some of these prices, I'm a little like raising my eyebrows like, yeah, this was gold pricing like many, many, many years ago. This is not modern day gold pricing, and certainly not modern day stone pricing either. This is not going to be $29.99. If you would like it today, call me now. We're going to make it $2,399 today. And G says, neon glow is always a beautiful thing in any stone. And I absolutely have to agree with that. I mean, it was a surprise to me. I was like, whoa, did not expect that. You know, sometimes with diamonds, especially our VS diamonds, you take them under the shade and you know what I'm talking about. They do that thing where they look somehow even brighter than they did under, you know, direct light. And this mandarin garnet did that thing that I just talked about, and I was quite honestly blown away by it. I was like, how is this even possible? You know, mandarin garnets, there's a wide variety. There's the rejects, which, you know, I can't even bring myself to show you guys, but there's also the private collection stones. And then there's something like this that, you know, it's it's a great size, and it has this, you know, kind of like a secret talent where you put it under the shade and then somehow it looks like a neon stone. And it is here, $23.99, should have been $69.99, and honestly should have stopped at $29.99 probably. But here we are, damage has been done. Take a look at it on the hand here, because this is a ring that I absolutely would wear. I mean, further away we have moved, and somehow the stone has gotten even more intense. And every time I see a mandarin garnet that looks like this, I just immediately think of the sun. That bright fiery ball of fire in the sky. That is what I think about when I see a stone that looks like this. I don't think about some, you know, broken glass from the parking lot. You know, two totally different things. One is intense, one is meh. And this is one of those intense stones, and again, it is a great size on this one. Guys or gals, I think, could wear this piece. I, for one, would wear it. And it is $23.99 on this one today. All of that gold is going nowhere. We will still size it for you and change the gold color if you want to change it as well. I mean, this is just, I just cannot believe that this is still here for $23.99. So call me on this one. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. But again, neon characteristics in a mandarin garnet. I don't know if we've seen that ever before, so definitely might be a first. You know, mandarin garnets, we've had quite a few throughout the years, right? I mean, but how often do we get to see a stone like this that even glows in the shadows? So let me know on this one. Truly could be its own little phenomenon here, but $23.99 on this one. And let me know if you would like to grab it today. And aquamarine. So here, I got some fun designer pendants here and there. But before that, I do have ruby earrings. I see it's gone through quite a few discounts here since the last time I've had it, so I'm very glad to see that. But they are still here, so that is going to be a problem for us, but not today, because they get a brand new discount. And again, nothing about the earrings has changed. We did not swap out, you know, rubies for any lesser quality rubies. Everything about this is still the same. 18K yellow gold, and still the price has gone down. So let me know on this one, our bright neon mandarin garnets. And next up we do have 1123703, and it looks like this. This is going to be ruby in a pair of earrings, perfectly matching rubies in a pair of gorgeous earrings. Omega backs on these. This kind of has like a floral, like a leaf design, but also kind of has a feather design. Again, I can't decide. You guys decide for me. Do you guys see feathers or leaves? I first see feathers and then I go leaves maybe. But let me know what you guys maybe see in this one. But this is going to be 18K of the yellow gold, and you've got 77 points total weight of your Marquise rubies, as well as 38 points total weight of your diamonds. Now, these are not going to be your huge jumbo-sized earrings, but these are still a pretty significant size, and honestly, I am very surprised at how almost easily they were able to retain all of the detailing of these earrings. I mean, take a look at it against the hand here, because these are not, you know, overwhelmingly large, but still, even from here, you can see all of the detail work that has been put into this piece right here. And, you know, you saw the clarity of the rubies. You can still see it here right now as I hold them against my hand. Like, these are not your hazy, you know, can't see through them sort of rubies. These have a fire and a glow to them. $39.99 was where they were. It almost looks like the ruby itself has like a nice little, like a fireplace inside of the ruby. And I love this color combination too, with the rubies, the bright reds, with the bright saturated 18K yellow gold here. This is not going to be $39.99. It looks like it should be. Yes, I agree with you, especially with the design. But it's not even going to be $14.99, which I think was the price that I had it at last time. And clearly that did not do it. They are still here, so today is the day. Finally pick them up because we are not even going to do $12.99 for these. Call me now and you can grab them. The entire pair for $999 today. That's right, the entire pair. And all you gotta do is say yes on these because there's no gold color change, there's no sizing, but $9.99 on these. And let me also show you what they look like against the ear here. So I do have my opals in, but I mean, if you could just see the size comparison, like these earrings are not small, but then you put the rubies up here and it's like, wow, that is a pretty decent size for a pair of earrings here. So let me know if you would like to pick up the rubies here for $999 here. I mean, that is just, it's very similar to, you know, the lower half of the opals here, but you can just see the size of these earrings right here. And $999 will make them yours. Let's go back up close here. Take another look and see your perfectly matching rubies here. I mean, I'm just gonna hold it up into the camera so you can actually see into the stones here, but that is a mighty clean ruby. And let me also grab the other one here so you can see directly into the ruby itself as well. And $9.99 for, I mean, we've seen, you know, museum, we've seen private collection rubies, and these may not be, you know, outright listed as those, but if you just look at the quality, you probably would have guessed, like, oh yeah, those are private collection rubies. But I mean, the clarity on these is just amazing. I don't know how they are still here for $999 today, but they are still here available for one collar and one collar alone. I cannot emphasize how difficult it is to get perfectly matching stones such as these, especially in rubies. And this is also what it looks like from the back here. So there is that silicone sort of, you know, layer around the omega back there. So it is going to be comfortable to wear here. And if you wanted to stack these too, I could totally see you stacking. If you have like ruby studs, maybe in the second piercings and these in the first, but you know, this is such a fun way to go about with a pair of ruby earrings here. And $9.99 will make them yours. Omega backs, there's no backing you have to worry about potentially losing. You know, there's no backing at all. It is all one solid piece right here, and $9.99 will make it yours. So let's see who will pick these up today. And Aqua is still here as far as I can tell. And I do also have a gorgeous Sleeping Beauty turquoise in a ring. It is in a more floral style, yes, but might do something special on this one. And I'll just do a quick little preview here. Sleeping Beauty turquoise. I mean, I just love the blues and the reds, especially for Sleeping Beauty turquoises with the reds, with the bright reds. I mean, that is just a color combination that, you know, I would think about working with, you know, in the future. Any requests are welcome too. Again, Rebecca, I'm not sure. We might still be checking in the back on your request here, but yeah, anyone else who has a request, again, there's no obligation to purchase the piece that you have requested, but if you just want to see it again, no problem. If it's, you know, diamond hoops, diamond studs, smile necklaces, if you want to see our 3-carat plus yellow diamonds, you know, as long as it's here, as long as we can get our hands on it, I will be able to show it for you, and you can make your final decisions then. We do also have some designer pieces here and there. Next up, we do have a Savorite and diamond pendant. I saw this piece, I immediately thought of Teresa. So Teresa, if you're watching, I immediately thought of you. I know you love some of the designer stuff here. But this is it. This is what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of like a Christmas ornament. This is 1123722, and this is going to be those bright neon Savorites with your white diamonds in this one piece. I could totally see this as like a Christmas light or again, Christmas ornament. But this is 18K of your yellow gold here, and this is a pretty substantial pendant. Before we had, what was it, multicolored sapphires by the yard. I think they were in a marquise shape. And if you wanted to, if you were to wear this, close to Christmas time, I could totally see, layering the two pieces together, creating kind of this really multicolored sort of look here. But this has a carat 50 of your round savarites here. So again, not a small piece, as well as 75 points total weight of your white diamonds here, including the bail. And I mean, can you just look at it from this perspective? I mean, you're never gonna see this when you wear this, but just admire all of the work that has been put into creating this piece. Like the curvature of this piece, it's almost like a dome style itself. And this entire piece was supposed to be $39.99. If you just look at, the size of the savarite versus the sizes of the diamonds, like this is not just gather every single stone of this particular millimeter size and just throw it all into this one piece and call it a day. There is always going to be so much work put behind, especially these designer pieces. And we are not even gonna make it $19.99 today. G says, this is my kind of ornament. I'd leave my tree up year-round if it were decorated with ornaments like this. Well, in that case, I feel like we might need to, make one with rubies, with sapphires, multicolored sapphires, ombre sapphires, multicolored diamonds. That'll be Christmas year-round. But this in particular is not going to be $19.99. If you would like it, call me now. We're going to make it $18.88 today. And yes, this is going to look like what it looks like against the hand here. So again, not a small piece whatsoever. It is a pretty decent size, and could you just imagine it potentially as like a ring here? I'm gonna try to angle it here. I mean, that by itself as a ring would be a pretty impressive ring, but it is not. It is a pendant gonna be on your neckline. Summer is here. You'll probably be wearing, not turtlenecks, hopefully, not in the middle of summer, but you could be wearing this and everyone be looking at it and admiring it, and it's not heavy at all. It's not going to give you headaches. And this is what it looks like against the neckline as well. I mean, it does not matter what you are wearing. I'm wearing stripes today. This thing is pretty much striped. Like there is no, oh, what do I look at? You look at the pendant first. And I mean, I just love how the light just bounces off of the curvature of this piece here, and it could be yours for $18.88. So let me know on this one, and let's go back up close, take another look at it before we move along here, and see if anyone would like to take our ornament pendant. Yeah, I am so glad that we offer such a wide variety of styles, and you try out something, right? Might not be something you might try out, but you just try it, right? And just like that, you could easily expand your style, your taste, your collection, and even from something like not wearing larger hoops to getting 1-inch hoops, 2-inch hoops. And I'm just glad that we have so many different designs here, and that I even have the opportunity to create some of these designs here for everyone to look at and get and love and wear. And my style certainly has changed throughout the years. When I first started out designing here versus now, like my style certainly has changed. And I tend to add a little bit more diamonds in some pieces here and there, but things have changed, and I'm just glad that we can all evolve and change together. I mean, that's just the great thing about pieces like this, where this is just stuff we wear, but it can change us as people. So love it. I just love that about this. And let me know on this one, $18.88. I'm just going to set it down for a brief moment here so you can really see again how it's going to lay on your neckline. So the back is obviously not going to be as curved as the front, because then it would roll. But because it has a flatter back on the side that's going to be on your neckline, it is absolutely not going to roll. And this piece does cover quite a lot of surface area. So again, it's not like you have to balance the pendant on your neckline and you have to, walk like you're walking on a tightrope, right? Just act normal when you're wearing this piece. Like, this is going to be comfortable. It's not going to, flip and turn and roll. You can wear this comfortably and not have to worry about it at all. So let me know on this one, 1888. And I do have a couple other pendants here. If you want an entire collection of garnets, I do have one single pendant. Kind of reminds me of a pearl piece we had not too long ago, where instead of just one colored, gemstone, we do have 3. So that is just, something to think about if you would like to get a single pendant, but with a Savorite, Mandarin garnet, and a Royal Zambaran in it. It's like a mini garnet collection in one pendant. Kind of reminds me of the piece we had not too long ago with those multicolored diamonds here, but let me know if you want to see that. And blue wing blocky tanzanite, I have great news. I have one piece today. I had 0 last week, but today I have one single piece. It is a round, and it is in a more designer style. So let's move along from this one. Please let me know. And next up we do have blue wing blocky tanzanite. This is the last look at it. Today is the last day for this piece. This is going to be 1119145. And this is going to be your round. It is a perfect round. Perfect not in the sense that it is a perfect circle, but in the sense that it's got that vivid blue color, it's got those bright red flashes, and it looks great. This is your chance to own a 2.5 carat round blue wing blocky tanzanite in a floral design piece. Now, a lot of the florals, a lot of the butterflies, they are coming out more frequently recently because it's summertime. Summertime, what I immediately think of is, flowers, birds, butterflies, the sun, Mandarin garnets, right? So this is it could be a very seasonal piece. Of course, I'm not controlling you and telling you you can only wear this on the hottest day of the year and then gotta put it away after that. Wear this however you want to. It's got 58 points of diamonds here. And I just also have to say, if you didn't notice already, between every single petal of this piece, there is a significantly larger diamond in every which corner of this floral piece. And this entire piece should be $49.99. Price is going up. You probably heard a couple weeks ago, they were like, you know what, tanzanite pieces, blue wing blocky tanzanites, whatever tanzanites, prices are going up. That's the thing we hear every single time, every single day, every single week. Things are going up. But I want to help someone out there own the tanzanite piece in their collection. Maybe you are brand new with us. Maybe you've never shopped with us. Maybe you've been, passively watching for the past couple of however long. But you don't have a blue wing blocky tanzanite piece just yet. If you like this piece, I would encourage you to call in yet again. Only got this one. I did have a couple of, blue wing blocky loose stones, hidden away in my own little to be designed little collection right here. But again, those pieces are slowly but surely being completed. And after that, I don't have the stones to work with. So here we are, $49.99. And for those pieces, I would guess probably another 2 months before we even get to see another one. So now is your chance to grab something that looks like this. It's not going to be $29.99 or even $1,999. I could auction this off, but Friday, online only, limited audience. I don't think that would do well for me. So we are not going to auction it off. We are just going to price it, but you have to be the first person on the lines to call in to grab this one. And, it only takes 2 seconds for you to miss out on a piece very quickly. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. From the time it takes for me to pick up my phone, first ring, and say, hi, how can I help you? the piece is already gone. Just like that. It's very quick. It can happen very quickly. So if there's anything you ever like to get, it's always better to be on the phone lines first. Even if you think, oh, maybe it's too early to, call in. It's never too early, unless of course you call in before the show starts, and that might be a little bit too early. But call me now if you'd like to pick this one up. It's not going to be $19.99 or $16.99 or even $15.99 today. G says, if I ever had the privilege to visit TVON, I would want to see the people first, the vault second, and my stash third. Yeah, I do have, I call it my secret stash, my little collection here where I like to, collect some of the stones that I like and then, work on them as time goes on. But I did, manage to accumulate quite a wide, a nice collection. My own little secret collection here. But this is not going to be $15.99 either. If you would like it, call me now. It's going to be $14.99 out the door, just like that. This perfect round, as perfect as can be. A nice, decent size too. We've had stones that are, 20 karat plus. Not everyone's going to wear a 20 karat plus gemstone on their hand. A 2 karat 50, that is a perfect size for every single day wear. This is what it looks like from the side right here. I love the contrast of the gold versus the diamonds, and even from this angle that you might not necessarily see when it's on your hand, you can see those bright red flashes going through the stone. And I mean, this is just the perfect round, the perfect mounting for it, the perfect time of year for it as well. And $14.99 will make it yours. It does not matter what perspective you are looking at the stone from. You are going to see red flashes through and through. And of course, I would love to try it on here and take a look at it on the hand, because this is what it looks like. This is what bluing block D looks like on the hand. I mean, that dazzling brilliance Portuguese cut round. I mean, $2.50, but that is still a size that you will not miss, especially when it's on your hand. And might I say, those diamonds in the corners of the petals, when it's on your hand, they seem to pop even more. So $14.99 for this, I mean, take it or leave it at this point, but it is here. I only got this one, and $14.99 will make it yours. So let me know. And this style too is also a style I don't think I've seen in quite a while here. I don't know if we're maybe retiring this style after this, but florals, they come and go, but it's a style that, now that I think about it, I haven't seen it in quite a while. So we'll definitely see if we're able to, bring it back with some other stones here. I'm definitely thinking Mandarin garnet, of course. I feel like that's a must at this point, for a bright piece right here. And what else could work with this piece? Maybe fire opal. If this were in white gold, I'm even thinking aquamarine, right? What else? Obviously we can't have, I don't think I've seen a round Paraiba in this size so far. I've seen some pear shapes, but rounds, I don't think so. I would love to see a Mahenge pink spilla on this piece though. But only if we can get a Mahenge pink spilla of this size, but haven't seen anything of this size in a round either. And I'm just trying to think here. What other stones would we like to see in this piece right here? I'm thinking also Savaray, or even, ooh, I would love to see like yellow sapphire maybe with the yellow gold. Kind of gives like a daisy feel with the color combination. Ooh, that would be interesting too. So let me know on this one. $14.99. I just love it from this perspective too, which, it has all of the gold, yes. It also has all of the diamonds, yes, but combined in this, contrasted piece right here, I just love everything about this piece. I hope you will as well. And let's go back up close for one last look. Looks like it might be verifying as we speak. And let's see, what else do I have to show you guys here for our very first hour? Speaking of opals, did I mention opals? My mind is on opals. I do have this piece. I'd call it a ladies piece, but it does have a lot of gold in it. It's actually in a size that I don't know if I can actually wear it, but It's a lot of gold. So let me know on this one, but let me just get the next piece ready here and get it polished up here. But this next piece is going to be a black opal. Now it's going to be primarily of those blues and greens. Some very minimal diamond weights. It was based off of one of my earlier designs here. Had done a design, you know, many, many years ago at this point. And in that design, I had done it with round and emerald cut yellow diamonds on the sides. And then from there, it kind of evolved. We're like, you know what, we don't exactly have, you know, the perfectly matching rounds, the perfectly matching emerald cut yellow diamonds to, you know, recreate that look. So we're like, you know what, scrap it. We're just going to go plain and simple with your round, brilliant cut white diamonds. And so that is how the design has evolved, has changed over time. And next up, we have that exact same ring in the white gold with a gorgeous black opal in the center here. So let me know on this one, this gorgeous round right here. And next up, we have 1124004, and it looks something like this. This reminds me of like a Monet style painting. We had a fancy cut black opal once upon a time, and that stone really reminded me of a Monet painting, but now I'm looking at this and I'm like, this one too reminds me of one of those oil paintings of like lilies on the water, but this instead is a gorgeous blues and greens only here, and it's in the white gold only. However, we can still size it for you. It is a lot of, you know, gold presence on this piece, and welcome to our second hour, everyone. My name is Joyce, and thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a really fun first hour. A lot of the wider band styles, yes, but for the prices we've been, you know, that I've been just throwing up there, it, you know, really does not match. You know, it's very easy to just look at the numbers up there, like 280, you know, black opal, you know, 25 points, I think that says, of the diamonds, and it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, that's, you know, it's not much, right? But you can't just look at, you know, the graphics and just assume, right? There's still gold in it. There's still the design aspect to it. And there's still so much that, you know, you can't exactly, it's on the side. There's so much that you can't exactly just get from, you know, just reading, you know, all of the information up here, right? So this is it. This piece that is, you know, on the wheel right now, graphics are right here. Like, the price is not going to make sense. So all I can do again is to tell you to call in right now, and it's not too early, trust me. You know, if you're, you know, on the line, you're ready to go, just tell me and I will just yell out the price and you just say yes or no and it's done, just like that. So let's get back to our black opal here and take another look at our piece here. And let me know if you would like to grab it, because again, some of these pieces, especially with all of the gold that is involved, it just simply does not make sense with what I am about to do, because this is not going to be $39.99. It's not even going to be $29.99. I mean, I just love all of those diamonds set into the gold there. This is going to be a super comfortable ring to wear. Under gallery on this one, yes, you can see some of the host rock coming through from the back here. And $19.99 would have been your price. But I said, not today. Today we are going to make this one fly out the door. And I just love how the greens, the bright neon greens, no matter how you are looking at it, it just dances through the entire stone. It goes through the sides of the stones to the very back side of the stone. And it's not going to be $19.99 either. Has to stay like it is in the white gold, but we will still size it for you. It's currently not my size, but you can get true to size on this one. $14.99, not going to be. I just love opals, especially with patterns like this, because then it really reminds me of like the planets. Very recently, I was looking at some pictures that they took of Jupiter, you know, some high quality photos of Jupiter, and Jupiter happens to be my favorite planet for whatever reason. But I was looking at, you know, up close photographs of, you know, Jupiter, of other planets, and this pattern, this texturing of this black opal, it really does make me think of those planets. Like, these stones are just quite literally could be out of this world. And it's not going to be $14.99 either. If you would like to grab this one, call me now. We're going to make it $12.99. Again, for all of this gold, for that 280 oval center stone, black opal, and it's $12.99. Again, some of these pieces, they really just should not be here for this price, but they are, and I might get into trouble for it, but who cares? As long as you guys are happy, I am happy. And this one is $12.99. In case you missed it earlier, we also had a green sapphire that is also $12.99. So I might just bring that back. I did not actually realize that they were going to be the same price here, but again, some of these pieces, that's a lot of gold weight. And from these two, you get to pick. Which one do you want? A lot of gold in both, and pretty important center stones in both, and $12.99 is going to be your price. Either or, your choice of. We also had a mandarin garnet earlier in a gems ring design. However, the gems ring is going to be $23.99 because it does have a rather impressive neon mandarin garnet that looks like this. So if you want this one, it's $23.99, but for these two, your choice of $12.99 for all of this gold. I mean, you could get either or take both and just take it home, take out the center stone and just melt it down. I do not care what you do with it, but point is, you are getting an absolute steal for either of these today, and I cannot believe that they are both still here. Had some questions on them. Yes, they are all natural stones. And yes, they are both solid 14K gold. Now, the opal has to stay like it is in the white gold. However, for the green sapphire, if you really wanted to change it into the yellow gold or even the rose gold, we will do that for you. No problem there, no extra charge there. Just give us some time and we will work on it for you. So let me know either or. $12.99, your choice of. And let me also try on the green sapphire again, just for another quick little look here. I mean, for a ring that looks like this, I would probably wear it on my middle finger. And usually when I have rings that are, a little bit heavier than others, heavier than average, or, have a larger presence such as this one, I would typically recommend you wear it on the middle finger. And actually, let me move it over to my index finger, because now I'm a little bit curious as to see what this might look like on the index finger. And still, it could work. So truly, any of these four fingers right here, you could wear this piece on. And it is, again, totally up to you. It's not going to be super heavy. It is comfortable to wear. And if you own this style, you know how much gold it has, how much light it reflects, how bright it can be with just the gold and the diamonds itself. And $12.99 for this entire piece, that is just crazy. So let me know on either or, green sapphire or the black opal, or if you wanted to take both, you can do so, no problem there. So let's go back up close and take another look at our $12.99 duo here. And if you need some time to think about it, totally understand. But again, some of these values, you cannot let them pass you by. So call me on either of those two. And if you wanted a larger black opal, I do have a platinum piece today. It has a 898 center stone. Does look a little something like this. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of a different price tag here, but in case you wanted something with a larger center stone, a little bit more of a designer mounting here, I do have something else there. So let me know on either of these two again. We'll give it some time here. And what else do we have? Ooh, I also have emerald today. Don't worry, it's not our, 3 carat plusers. It is a nice size for anyone who might be, getting started with emeralds. Maybe the start to a emerald collection. Emeralds, very similarly to aquas, there's not that many great material out there. We have a very high standard when it comes to our clarity, quality, color, all of that fun stuff. So there is that. And looks like we might have a question on the multi-garnet pendant. So let's actually get to the multi-garnet pendant next. Had a question come in on this one. And the stones are just under, so the stones combined are just under 3 carats. So call me on this one again. If you want to take down the item numbers, that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly doable. But again, either of these pieces, we just cannot afford to keep them here. These pieces here are not paying rent by staying here. So let's move along. Let me know on either or, $12.99, your choice of. And then next up we have 1120208, and it looks like this. Hopefully it'll stay up for me. Looks like it might. But these three stones together are $2.98, which means that if we were to divide it evenly, each individual stone is about, it's like 0.99 and then like a repeating decimal. But it's very close to being 1 carat per stone. And I'll have to get that cleaned up here a little bit. But this is our $39.99 piece, which makes sense. You know, you could easily make 3 different rings out of this here. But we do only have a combination weight of all 3 together. This is again what it looks like. I mean, that Tsavorite, we've seen some pretty bright Tsavorite here and there, but this one might just take the cake. I mean, it's so bright that it's almost giving me like a bluish hint of color to it, which I definitely did not expect to see that today. Expected a lot of the unexpected today. And of course, the mandarin garnet here in the center, also as bright as can be, really. Now this one, contrary to the piece we had earlier, now this piece right here makes me think of a sunset. I think it's because of the way that the stone is cut, where it has kind of like longer facets in the center there, but this makes me think of a sunset in the city. Reminds me of that one summer that I stayed in New York City, and then, you know, the light was just bouncing off of the buildings. It was beautiful. It was stunning. You know, all of the buildings are just covered in this beautiful warm glow. That is what this stone reminds me of. And last but not least, we also have our gorgeous royals and barn color, shifting from the purples to the pinks to even the reds here and there. I mean, there's color change and then there's color shift. You know, color change, usually you have to put the piece under a completely different light source, which, you know, we don't exactly get a fluorescent versus incandescent light, you know, like from the sun, or, you know, you have to have like a separate light source, like usually through a flashlight. But here it's just, you know, you look at it inside, you look at it outside, and it could just like that, it could be a different color. And this is not going to be $39.99 today either, or even $19.99. Again, this piece, I think, has got to go. It is the perfect garnet collection. It is like the 3-in-1 collection here. And Tracy says, looks like another Christmas ornament. It could be. I mean, the color is definitely very festive, very bright. And it's not going to be $19.99 either. If you would like this one today, call me now. And we're going to make it $13.99 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. And yellow gold only on this one. It has to stay in, but again, all you got to decide is, do you like it? And let me also show it to you on the neckline here and see. Looks like this one may be gone as we speak, but I mean, it does not matter how you look at these stones. They are going to be as bright as can be, and $13.99 on this one. So let's go back up close, one last look at it. Let me also show you what it looks like from the back here so you can really see. So it's going to be open from the back side there, so ease of access to clean. And we will find out who has grabbed this one today. And there might be a fight on the phones for this one, but we will find out who has grabbed it. And let's move on to our emeralds here. And we will see who has gotten the pendant here. It looks like there might be a fight, and unfortunately I cannot referee it. So we'll have to bring in someone, and we will see who will get it. We will see who will. You know what? If maybe there's something similar in the back, I feel like we had something, or I feel like I saw something in the back. So if we can maybe bring it out, I think it might be a little bit more because the stones might be a little bit larger, but Andy, if you're listening, if we maybe can look for another piece. I think it might be very similar to the one I just had. If we could bring it out, I think maybe that would help. Trying to help even as I'm up here talking to you guys. But this one right here is going to be 1122894. And to whoever missed out, we are going to look in the back and see if we're able to find another piece. If I remember correctly, I could have sworn I saw something very similar to it, but again, we can always check and see. And if we do have it, we'll be able to bring it out. If not, then I will do my best to find 3 stones and recreate this look. Good thing they're not, perfectly matching in terms of the color. So I just gotta, do a little bit of shopping through our private collection here. If I love to shop, one thing is to shop the private collection here. And this here is gonna be our emerald. It is an absolutely stunning piece. This is Colombian emerald. I mean, we just had a Savorite and a pendant that was bright. Understatement, that was rather neon. And now we have an emerald that is basically doing the same exact thing. This is our carat 73 emerald cut, Colombian emerald, 59 points of the white diamonds in our bridge style design. Tim, I don't know if Andy got my message, but we might have something similar to the pendant, if we can maybe see if that's still here. It might be in the back side of the box towards the left side, if I remember specifically. So we'll see if that piece is still here, and if it is, we'll bring it out, of course. And in the meantime, this here is our bridge design. It is currently in the yellow gold. I love it in the yellow gold. I know now I'm a little conflicted. I just said I love it in the yellow gold, but now I'm looking at the stone like this, and I'm kind of thinking, white gold. White gold would also be, a way to go about with the stone. And I am always going to be team yellow gold for emeralds, but now I'm like, you know what? This stone is making me think. This one single carat 73 emerald is making me think. What do? I don't know. But again, it's totally up to you. Typically, we see a lot of our emeralds in the yellow gold, but here and there, they may be a piece in the white gold. And this is supposed to be $69.99. Emerald is one of those pieces that you can't just look at the numbers. Again, it's like the opals, it's like many other stones, it's like tanzanite. You can't just look at, oh, it's a carat 73, therefore it must be a small stone, lower price. And, this is a lower price, but you also have to consider the fact that the color is consistent, the color is bright, the stone is clean. It's as clean as can be. I mean, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here and everyone just take a moment and look directly into the stone here, because that is not your average, highly included, what's going on inside of the stone looks like a party, looks like someone dropped the stone. This is as clean as can be, as bright as can be. And it's not going to be even $29.99. This is one of those pieces that, again, I cannot believe that it is still here, that it is still hanging out. Call me on this one. If, again, emerald, you are like, I got an emerald before from elsewhere, and I saw it, and I was, had a physical reaction to it, like, ugh, don't want to put that on my hand to even try it on. I don't care. Put it back into the box and send it right on back. You are going to get this piece at home. You're going to open that box. You're going to gasp in awe and amazement. And you are immediately, without thinking twice, you're going to want to put this on your hand and wear it for the rest of the day. This is not $29.99. If you would like it, call me now. We're going to make it $2,199 today for the very first caller here. Now, usually I also like to angle it upwards into the camera, but as you can see when I do that, the stone becomes a little bit too bright, a little bit too intense to even see clearly inside of the stone. So very rarely do I have to do this, but in this case, I absolutely do, where I actually have to, angle it away from the camera so that you can actually see inside of the stone here to see into the stone. And you can even see, through the stone, and you can see the diamonds as well. So this is, again, a gorgeous piece, and $21.99 will make it yours. This is what it looks like on the hand, not my size currently, but we will still size it, and wow. I mean, VS diamonds, yes, but have you ever seen an emerald overwhelm VS diamonds? Overwhelmed 59 points of VS diamonds. Just this one emerald, this one single emerald has done that. We should start giving out like awards and like medals and stuff to like stones like these, where it's like, congratulations, you have broke the world record for outshining VS diamonds. Put my hand down and all you could see was emerald, bright green emerald. And $21.99 will make it yours here. Again, I recommend the yellow gold. I would also be open to changing it to the white gold, but that's what it looks like from the side. Center stone is hovered over your single row of diamonds, and $21.99 will make this one yours. If there's, if there's one emerald that you just want to have, in your collection, just to have, go with this one. You can still wear it every single day. You can still have it in your collection, and you will feel great about owning this piece. So let me know, $21.99 on this one. And we're gonna go back up close. And looks like we were able to get the other pendant here. So this pendant does have some slightly larger stones in them. This one actually has, let's see here, over 3 carats of your garnets in them. So let's find out who might be grabbing this one here today, and to our caller who had missed out on the other one. I do have another one now. This one, so the other one was Tsavorite, Mandarin, and Royal Zimbaran. This one is going to be Royal Zimbaran, Mandarin, and then Tsavorite. So a little bit of a change in the order of the stones. But this one is going to be coming up next, and it's also in the yellow gold. So again, to whoever missed out, you can call in now. I think it's the perfect time to do so. And we will find out who will be grabbing this emerald as we speak right here. And the pendant will be coming up next. So, I mean, some of these stones, again, aquamarine, emerald, mandarin garnet, the green sapphire, I just can't understand why they are still here. But some of these pieces are. Maybe you need some time to think about it. I totally understand. But, if you're going to eventually, decide on picking this up anyways, why not do it now? Now is the time you get to enjoy it more, and you get to wear it sooner too. So let me know on this one. And yeah, so Rebecca will have to have someone in the back help you with that one. So we'll check for you. And hello, Carolyn. Happy Friday. And next up, we do have that other multicolored garnet piece here. And speaking of multicolored, I do have a multicolored sapphire. It's an entire set. It is a very specific design. You might have seen some versions of it recently, but today I do have the round version of it, so love to see that. So let me know on this emerald right here. You can take as many pictures as you want. This emerald deserves its own little paparazzi. And we are going to move right along to 1119541. And yet again, it is going to be that triple garnet style. Now this one has larger stones. I know visually it's kind of, hard to tell, but this one does have larger stones individually. In fact, each individual stone is about 1.25 carats, so there is that. And I don't have a breakdown on this one, unfortunately, but let me just place this here, and let me also zoom back just a little bit. But this is going to be 1119541, and this has 376 total weight of all of your 3 stones combined. So again, I don't have a breakdown of each individual stone, but total 376. And of course, diamonds, you got a single halo around every single individual stone. You've got an extra bezel set diamond between every single colored garnet here. And of all of the diamonds you see right here, including the bail, you do have 48 points total weight of your diamonds here. And this one, wow, that mandarin, it looks, I don't know if it's maybe the Zimbaran, bouncing some color and light off of it, but maybe it's just me, but to me, some of that mandarin garnet looks a little bit purple. Like that. The mandarins are just surprising me today. everything mandarin today. I am just surprised. That is, maybe it's just me, but I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but I'm seeing some purple and pink in that mandarin, but maybe it's just me. And this $49.99 was no longer going to be. Let me know if the caller who missed out is back on the lines, because I am so glad that my memory did not fail me and that I remembered that this piece is still here and looks like it may be gone soon, because this is not even going to be $19.99 either. Now again, larger stones in this one, please understand. I know visually it looks pretty much the same, except for, you know, switching up the placements of the garnets. But this one, instead of $19.99, we're going to make it $17.77 to the very first caller who says yes. And let me also show you what this one looks like against the hand here. And this is just, it's also a very gorgeous piece. And you can see every individual stone in this one, the bright colors it has to offer. Again, color shifting, royals and barn, your mandarin garnet, your tsavorite, that is as bright as can be. Now this tsavorite reminds me of those Miralani mint garnets we've had, where under UV light it does change into a beautiful paparashi color, but this is going to be our tsavorite here. But everything about this piece is just stunning. $17.77. I just love these mini collections, you know. It's very easy to get it in the multicolored diamonds, but to have 3 stones of qualities like this into one pendant, one piece, like this is just special. So let me know on this one, $17.77, and this is also what it looks like against the neckline, so very similar to the other one we had here. And I would probably wear it, you know, a little bit higher up on the neckline. And now I'm getting an idea. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to creating this look in a pair of earrings here. So, I mean, that would also be an idea. So we will find out. But $17.77 on this one. Please let me know. I mean, even from here, those stones are as bright as can be. The color shifting zambaran, the mandarin garnet, the tsavorite, every one of these stones have their own internal fire, internal glow. This is just a stunning piece, and $17.77 will make it yours. So let me know on this one. Let's go back up close here, as I also show you what it looks like from the back here. And see, so from the back, exactly the same as the other one. It is open, so it will sit flat on your neckline here. And then, again, ease of access, ease of cleaning, and that is what it looks like, $17.77. And here it is. Larger stones on this one, but still gorgeous nonetheless. I just love this color combination. This is also just to show you, you know, how many differently colored garnets there are, you know, in just this one gemstone family. So this is it. This is all I have. If you wanted one of these styles with multicolored sapphires, I do have a pendant, similar concept as this one, a very dangly pendant, but it has different colored sapphires in different shapes. So if anyone's interested, I know for a fact that that one is still here. If you want to see that, looks like we might go off on a tangent here, but just throwing it out there in case anyone is, you know, looking for a multicolored sapphire collection. We do have that one. So we'll find out here, and there's a fingerprint on the mandarin garnet, so forgive me here. Let me go clean it up here. And I don't know if our caller who had missed out had called in, but here it is. This is the last of its kind here. And $17.77 on this one, so we will find out. And Amy says, replace the mandarin with an aqua and put it in white gold, and she would complete so many sets in one pendant. I mean, right? You could wear this piece. Let's say we had different stones in this one pendant. I mean, you could wear this with the Royals and Baron ring that I had earlier. You could wear this with the mandarin garnet gents ring that we had earlier. And I don't think I had a tsavorite today, but you know, one pendant, and you can wear it with so many different rings, so many different earrings, so many different pieces, just because of this one piece, just to complete the look. And that is just what I love about this, you know, this concept, this idea. I mean, it is a great one, and Looks like it might still be here, so we will find out who will grab this one today. And I think my friend Jenny is watching, so Jenny, hi. And hello to everyone who might just be tuning in today. Happy Friday, it's already June 21st. Just yesterday I had a major, I don't even know what to call it. I thought it was 2025. Had to check the calendar just to make sure it's still 2024. Time is just flying. So already halfway through the year. Can't believe it. And 1777 on this pendant right here. So call me on this one. Next up, let's go back to the high end. So thank you for looking at this one with me. Emerald is still here, which, you know, I just a little bit sad by that. But Emerald, I have faith that that one will go by the end of the show today. And next up, let's go Chameleon, because this is a round. It is a brilliant round, and it is, of course, GIA certified. So let me know on this pendant right here, and we are going to move along to 1123203. And it looks a little something like this. Now, I will say that this is going to be a SI1 stone. And I get it. That means that there's going to be inclusions in the stone. There's going to be, you know, inclusions that are going to be listed on the cert. There's going to be inclusions. But I was thinking, you know, with any other cut, it might be a little bit of a bigger problem. You know, the cushion cuts, the emerald cuts especially. But for the rounds, I was okay with it, and that was because of how the stone is cut, especially for the rounds, the brilliant cuts. I mean, you just look at this stone directly into the camera, and all you are seeing are sparkles. Like, you are going to be blinded by the light that this piece reflects before you can find a single inclusion in this stone. And that is what I love about the brilliant cut round. This is our Carat 04 round center stone. GIA certified, color change diamond. I always love to bring it up to my friends. Hey, you know, there's white diamonds, yellow diamonds, pink diamonds, blue diamonds. Did you know that there's color changing diamonds? And they're like, no way. No way. And I'm like, yes. And it changes under, you know, difference in temperature, warm temps versus the cooler temperatures. And once we had a chameleon here, it was in our box, and it was, you know, facing the corner of the box. It was away from the light. It was sitting in darkness for quite a period of time. And then I picked up the piece, looked at it, was like, huh, someone put the wrong piece in the wrong box. This is an orange diamond. It should not be with the chameleon diamonds. And then I looked closer. I'm like, okay, it's certified, not that weird. And then I looked at the description on the bag, and I was like, oh, I know this piece. I know the color that I usually see it in. And this is not that color, but that only means that this is a chameleon diamond. And this here is, Tracy says, you had a brain fart or a senior moment. I tend to have a lot of those where I'll go into another room and totally forget why I'm there and just leave and then come back and be like, oh, that's white. But chameleon diamond, it changes color. And summertime, now is the perfect time, you know, when this piece it gets delivered, it might be sitting in that box for a period of time, you know, summertime, it's gonna be hot. When you get this piece and you open that box, it could be a different color than this one as you're seeing right now. Do not be alarmed. We did not, you know, swap out your stones. Do not be alarmed. It's not like we sent you the wrong piece. That is because the chameleon diamond is going, ta-da! I told you I'm a chameleon diamond. I can change colors, and I am here to show you the color change. And we don't know why. We don't quite know why, you know, these stones color change. That is because these stones are so rare that there simply is not enough material to even research them. This is the cert, so it's a bit of an, it's a weirder cert format-wise, but here you can see your clarity characteristics, again, with all of the inclusions mapped on your stone. Now, again, it is SI1, as listed right up here. It's a little bit strange to be holding a cert that goes like this, but you see SI1, it is a gray, yellowish green. Now, frankly, I'm looking at it. I am seeing the green, I am seeing the gray. I don't really see the yellowish color to it, but it is your Carat 04 center stone, natural. It is a fancy. and distribution even, and there it is, round brilliance. The cutting for this one is so important, and it really plays well with, you know, the clarity characteristics here. Let's take a look at the ring again. This is chameleon diamond, and this is our $24,999 piece. Except it's not. If you are a collector, I'm sure, I don't know of any other network that possibly even has chameleon diamonds. If they do have chameleon diamonds, you must always request to see the cert that states that it is a chameleon diamond. Otherwise, I would probably, you know, refrain from picking it up. You know, it could just be a weird color diamond. You won't really get to see the color change until you see it in person. And even then, it might not even display the color change. So it's always best to have a reputable lab like GIA, you know, have it certified with the piece. Could only just be for the center stone, but as long as it has a cert, that is crucial. Now, this is not going to be $25,000. I'm going to discount this, and do not expect this to be the new like reality of fancy color change diamonds going from here on out. This is our Friday evening special. This is for one person out there who maybe does not have a chameleon diamond yet. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing of it. Or maybe you already have a couple and you are just looking to expand your collection, because like many fancy color diamonds, there is not just one, you know, one specific color of the chameleon diamonds. Chameleon diamonds come in so many different colors. This is one of them, and it's not gonna be even $99.99 today. GIA certified. I will of course try it on the hand. I mean, I forgot to mention the diamond weight too, but this has a carat 24 of all of your diamonds. Yellow gold only on this one, but tapered baguettes and your rounds mixed together in this gorgeous shape. Yes?
Joanne asked you to show the Royal Zambaran that had like the yellow diamonds.
Of course. I wasn't gonna mention again, but of course I'll be able to show that one. Now the Royals and Barn request will be coming up next. It is the round that I had flashed, that I had, you know, put in my own little private collection for quite a while now. But this one, this chameleon diamond, is not gonna be $99.99. I mean, gorgeous construction of the piece. Brilliant cut diamond, yes. I mean, it does not matter how you look at it. By the way, this ring is not gonna be on your hand. It's not just gonna be like this. It's gonna be moving around, and it's moving around. It's going to be firing off a bunch of bright flashes directly into your eyes here, just like that. And this is also what it looks like from the back here. Has sort of a split shank on the back side, so it is super comfortable to wear. True to size on this one. And $99.99, I should just leave it there, but this one has to go. How often do we get to see rounds that look like this in this size as well, over a carat? Take a look at it on the hand. This is what it looks like. Even from here, surrounded by a carat 24 of accent stones of the diamonds. That center stone is still the center of attention. We are gonna make this 88 to the very first caller, to the very first collector who says yes on this one. And if you don't consider yourself a collector, once you pick up this piece, congratulations, you are now a collector. So 88 on this one, please let me know. This is what it looks like from the side here. So again, a gorgeous piece, and it's not high off the hand at all, with the tapered baguettes and the yellow gold only. I mean, I just love everything about this piece. GIA certificate will come with. And true to size on this one again, 88, your choice of for ring size. We will still size it for you. And all you gotta do now is to call in and say, yes, I would like to pick up that 104 chameleon diamond, please. And just like that, it will be yours. So let me know on this one. I know it's a yet another museum piece on a Friday evening today, but I just had to show it. And let me know if you would like to grab it today. I don't have any other chameleon diamonds planned for the evening, but if you would like to request one, we can of course check, see what we might have in the back. And let me know on the round. I don't think we have any other rounds, so I think this is it. So call me if you would like to own it. And next up, we do have the Royals and Barn that I had briefly mentioned at the very beginning of the show. And clearly, you guys are paying attention, because this is my absolute favorite of a Royal Zambaran garnet. So let me know on this. chameleon diamond. And next up will be Royals and Barn. Of course, if there's anything else you want to request, I did, mention a couple of pieces, and I don't think I mentioned this one yet, but if you're looking for a even larger sort of a statement piece for a mandarin garnet, again, a lot of garnets today, please forgive me, but I do also have this one that is coming up. So this is the largest mandarin garnet stone that I have as of today. So just a heads up there, it's 1116, but that one will be coming up. And of course, ruby. Now this one is going to be a little bit on the higher end for rubies, purely because of the quality of the center stone. So, but this one, if I were to flip it around, it does have sort of a wonder ring sort of look to it, but just keep in mind that this is going to be on the higher end side purely because of the quality and size of this ruby. So if you're interested in this one too, please let me know. Of course, gold quartz earrings that have been here for a long time, that even management themselves are confused as to why the earrings are still here. If you're wondering, what earrings are she talking about? I do have a pair of gold quartz earrings. This is just one of them. Somehow still here, even management is scratching their heads being like, we don't understand. So let me know if you'd like to see these earrings as well. And of course, blue sapphire. I have a 218 oval blue sapphire in the bridge. I think it's brand new today, so very rare do we get to see brand new blue sapphires of that size, but here we are, here we go, moving this one aside, and next up is 1121612, and it looks like this. This is Royals and Barn, and it absolutely looks as royal as can be. This is going to be our 905 round center stone, 30 points of your yellow diamonds. When I first flashed this piece, my brain immediately went, oh, those are some rather nice yellow sapphires. And then I was like, oh, be quiet. Those are yellow diamonds. Because we simply don't get to see yellow diamonds of this color, of this intensity that often, and of this size too. So my brain was confused. Like, I've known this piece for quite a long time by now, and even now my brain gets a little bit confused here and there. My brain just cannot comprehend the sizes of those yellow diamonds. And last but not least, we also have 48 points total weight of your white diamonds in that single halo around the center stone. Let me get this one cleaned up a little bit better here. But in the meantime, this is a $59.99 piece. And considering the sizes of those yellow diamonds, it makes sense. Considering the size of the Royals and Barn, it makes sense. But it's been here for long enough. I've, held this in my own little stash for long enough. And today's the day that I finally open up and say, let's share this piece with you guys. And so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna discount this piece. We're not gonna make it $24.99, however. I'm gonna go a little bit lower, and I hope that's okay with everyone. That does not mean that, oh, the diamonds aren't as good, oh, the Royals and Barn isn't as good, and I didn't do a great job at cleaning it up, but let me try again here. And this is it, $19.99. Also not going to be your final price here, and at this point, let's just try it on the hand here, because this is just a fabulous piece. I mean, it looks like the yellow diamonds are just on the band throughout the entire piece. You can see the yellow diamonds from here, which, by the way, the camera is a couple feet away. And from here, the white diamond halo, yes, but the yellow diamonds, you can count them individually. That just proves to you the size of these yellow diamonds here, not to mention that center stone. Now this one has more of those deeper reds, the deeper purples, but this is still a gorgeous piece. It is still our color shift garnets, our Royals and Barns, and it's not even going to be $18.99 today. Has to say like it is in the two-tone gold. True to size on this one. This is one of those pieces where I really encourage you, and I wish I could do this, but take it outside. I mean, we are seeing it here under artificial lighting. We have 1, 2, 3 bright lights fixed on this piece right here. I would love to see this under direct sunlight right outside. Just step outside the door with this on and just look at what it looks like under the sunlight. You're not gonna be, wearing these pieces and, staying inside for the entire day, flashing your flashlight on and be like, oh, look, that's a nice gemstone. You're gonna be out and about with this piece on your hand. So I really encourage you to just wear this go outside and really just love and admire your piece. This is not going to be $18.99 either. I want someone to have this. Otherwise, it goes back into my secret collection there. But this is going to be $18.88 to the very first caller who says yes on this, quite frankly, ginormous Royals and Barnes center stone with ginormous yellow diamond accent stones here. So let me know if you'd like to grab this one. Again, mentioned it briefly. Might have forgotten about it, but here it is, $18.88 to the very first collector, to the very first caller who says yes on a Royals and Barnes of this size. And let's bring it back up close. Hope I cleaned it up better here. And we will find out who will grab this piece today. And of course, I believe the pear shape from earlier for 777 is still here. If you want to see it again, please let me know. But can you just see how each individual Royals and Barnes, you know, from the rings to the pendants, they all have their own sort of personality. Like this one I can definitely have. It's still some sort of it has a mysterious vibe to me, but it's also, you know, it feels a little bit, you know, playful, right? With all of the different flashes of color. So every single stone, to me at least, feels like it has their own individual personalities. But this one here, $18.88, that is it, that is all. I mean, can we all just take another moment to admire all of the yellow diamonds here? And by all of, I mean 6 individual stones, beautifully set into the band, onto the band rather. And can we also see how in the backside of this band, that Royals and Barnes, it looks like it just created its own little purple star in the back of the band. Gold band, by the way. And here's what it looks like from the back here. Again, so many different colorful flashes here. Bright pinks to the purples to even the reds here and there. Like we had blue ink block D earlier today and it was also around, but this one with all the red flashes might make the other one a little bit jealous. So let me know on this one, $18.88. We will find out who will grab it today. If you have any other requests, please let me know. It really looks like there's like its own little constellation inside of this piece. You know, when you look at it from different perspectives here, those giant red flashes, like when I say flash, you just think of something that's like rather small and, you know, right? But when you look at it, it's like a huge, like so much of the stone just changes color and just has those bright flashes. It's not like some teeny tiny little, oh, there's a speck. You know, there's a flash right there. Like this is intense, and this is for one caller and one caller only. So let me know on this one, $18.88. And it looks like it truly is Friday because all of the trucks are heading into the parking lot right now. And next up, let's just show you the Mandarin garnet that I had flashed because I couldn't decide if I wanted to show the gem ring first or this larger stone, but you know, I just can't help it. I have to bring it up here next and to show it. Of course, any requests are welcome. The aquamarine from earlier is still here as well. Chameleon diamond for $88.88. The emerald cut Colombian emerald for $21.99. That looks like this. Unfocused, blurry, no graphics, and it still looks like that. I mean, this emerald just simply cannot stay. Of course, chameleon diamond, we just had it as bright, as flashy as can be. I mean, I'm just moving it ever so slightly, and it is there. That is the power of the brilliance cut. Let me know on either of those pieces. If you want a cat's eye crystal barrel, I do have a ring. It is a very simple 3-stone style look, and it is under $1,000. So just throwing that out there. It's also in the platinum too, so you know there's going to be a weight to that piece there. Ruby ring that I had flashed, and also let me just flash this private collection imperial topaz. This is the one with the more pinky color, and this one also, looking at it in person, and this one has red flashes too. So private collection, imperial topaz. Don't know if anyone is really looking for imperial topazes because of how scarce they can be. You know, for a long time we actually did not have imperial topaz. We had one piece, one stone in a pendant. It was a pear shape. I remember it well. And that was pretty much it. You know, we had so many calls come in imperial topaz, and I was like, what is that? What kind of, like, is that a fake name for a stone that I don't know? Like, what is imperial topaz? And now here we are, moving even beyond the usual orange color of the imperial topazes that we all know and love. And now we have expanded into the even rarer colors with the pinks and the reds in addition to the oranges. So let me know if you're interested in that one. And also I mentioned a blue sapphire. This is our 218 oval blue sapphire in the bridge mounting as well. So some of these important stones, you know that we cannot just, put a single halo around it and call it a day. We have to give it, the best treatment ever. And what better way to go about with it than to put it in the bridge mounting. So here it is. And that is, by the way, a 218 blue sapphire, in case anyone is interested. Have some other pieces as well, and also bicolor tourmaline. I do have a smaller one, but I just have to show off the larger stone here, if it would even fit in the frame here. But if you are looking for a bicolor tourmaline, I'm angling it downward so that you can actually see the color of the stone here. Two-tone gold on this one, but this is just a gorgeous piece. And it's a large ring, yes, but I think for these pieces, really just collect it for the stone. I still think it's wearable. My hands are smaller, but I still think, absolutely wearable here. So let me know on that one. And of course, anything that I flash, if you want to see it again, that's perfectly fine. Everything is here. Everything is ready to go. And next up, let us bring to you Mandarin Garnet. And before we move on, just one more flash. I can't believe no one has taken this one just yet. So I'm a little bit, amazed, quite amazed actually, that this one is still here. So Emerald, still hanging out, $21.99. Please grab it. Royal Zimbaran, $18.88. Please grab it. Or not, it'll go back to my collection. And next up, we do have Mandarin Garnet. So let's move this one aside. And next up, we have 1122245. And it looks like this. You know how we had those Mahenge pink spinels before that were so neon that the camera was confused and it could only pick up like half of the stone, the other half was just pure pink? That is exactly what is happening right here in front of our eyes. All you are seeing is this bright orange gemstone. This is our 1116 cushion cut Mandarin Garnet with a carat 77 of your white diamonds. And this is a large ring. This is an attention seeker. If you do not like attention, do not get this piece. If you want all of the attention, this is your piece today. Currently in the yellow gold. I know it's hard to even, acknowledge the gold color when all you're staring at is the center stone. But right now it's in the yellow gold. If you want to change it, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of, setting of the diamonds. It's going to be a lot of, recasting the mounting itself into your gold color ring size of choice. But it's not going to cost you anything. We will still change it if you would like it in the white gold or even the rose gold, which again, if you're curious as to what Mandarin Garnet looks like in the rose gold, I do have a pendant in the rose gold, which actually has a lot of gold in it. So if you wanted to see, the color combination, just let me know. We can always bring it out. But this is it. G says, it's a blindingly beautiful Mandarin, and it absolutely is. We've had different Mandarin Garnets today. And, they're all very different from each other. That's what I love about, TVON. Like, we have, high, top quality material, and it clearly shows, right? From the clarity to the intensity of the colors, it clearly shows. And this stone is so bright that you could almost not even see the facets of this Mandarin Garnet. Like, that is just how intense this stone is. In fact, if I just grab it and I just hold it like this, all you see is a bright orange cushion cut shape. And that is all you see. It is only until I move it to the side where you can finally see, oh, the stone is actually faceted. Oh, the stone has quite a lot of depth to it. This is what top quality Mandarin Garnet looks like. And this is our $13,999 piece. And I'm gonna zoom back just a little bit here so that we can see some more of the piece. And actually, that does help. I'm gonna block one of the lights here, and is that neon or what? We had just established earlier with a smaller mandarin garnet, smaller was like half the size of this one, that you put it in shade and immediately it turns a bright neon. I actually want to see if I can block this light and see if anything changes, or maybe even both here, see if my arms are long enough. I mean, I am blocking both lights right now, and just look at how much more intense this stone has gotten. I mean, from that to that, from that to that. This is insanity. I mean, you look at that stone and there's quite literally, it looks like the fire is inside of the stone. I mean, I wish I could stand up here and just, hold both arms over both lights, but I gotta get you a better price than $14,000. So let me just move my hand right here, and I can't read the back because of the light, but it's not even gonna be $99.99. Well over 1.5 carats of diamonds. Like, this is our standard lighting, and this is it. This is the perfect view of this mandarin garnet. This is it. And again, I understand this may not be for everyone. And G says, hard to tell about the clarity, it is so bright. That's just how bright it is. And I mean, I'm just gonna try again. I can see if I can try to block all 3 lights, but I don't think I can. But again, this is mandarin garnet at its finest here. I'm gonna block different lights here to see if it maybe helps. But this is it. And it's not gonna be $99.99, that's even better. $89.99, saved you another $1,000 just like that. $79.99, we're going lower and lower and lower, and still no one is calling in to ask about this ring. Maybe you guys want to see it on the hand. I will try it on right now. I would absolutely love to try it on the hand. And I said this was a large ring, yes, but even from here, it is still wearable. And I'm gonna try to block this light. I don't think it's gonna work, but it does not matter. You can see how bright and dazzling this stone is. It looks like you fused together mandarin garnet with millions of bright, vivid orange diamonds in this one stone. Like, we had a fancy cut tourmaline not too long ago, and it looked like it had diamonds in the stone. Same could be said about this exact mandarin garnet. Mandarins, by the way, should not be doing this. You look up mandarin garnets, and typically they are murky, they're hazy, they're not that attractive. This is possibly the most attractive mandarin garnet I have seen to date. Sorry to the other ring, but I'm just stating the truth here. I get to see these pieces in person, and I have to say, I think I'm in love with this piece. It's not gonna be $79.99. Take a look at it from the side. It has a beautiful cushion-like shape of diamonds cushioning the center stone. That is a cushion cut. I mean, carat 77 of diamonds, by the way, those are all VS stones, and kind of similar to the emerald ring we just had. You look at this piece, are you looking at that center stone first, or are you looking at the diamonds? I think the center stone is overpowering the diamonds here, quite frankly. And it's not even gonna be $69.99 either. I don't have another mandarin in our inventory that looks like this, of this size, of this quality, of this intensity, of this neon color. Today we have discovered that mandarin garnets can in fact be neon. Here is physical proof. If you would like this one today, call me now. I know it's not a small piece, but the quality of this mandarin garnet is just, I've never seen anything quite like it. We're gonna make it $59.99 to the very first caller who says yes. You're going to get this mandarin garnet and you are never going to look back. Every other mandarin garnet you see, you get, may not even live up to this one. So call me now and get this one. This is our 1116 cushion cut center stone, and as dazzling as can be for only $59.99. We will find out who will grab this today. And let's go back up close and take another look at it as we all continue to ooh and ah at this piece right here. And I know it's very hard to tell clarity-wise. Let me actually see if I can angle it here, or even better, look at it from the back, because that is, again, a great perspective as to see if there are any inclusions inside of this piece here. So I'm gonna hold my hand as still as I can get it to hold still here. And I mean that, I'm looking at it, I can see some inclusions here and there. What about you guys? So throughout the entire stone, it is fairly clean here. Of course, I see an inclusion right there, and of course a few scattered here and there. And otherwise, I'd say this is a fairly clean stone here. Not to say that this is a 100% clean stone, not saying that, but I'm just saying that despite all of the inclusions, I mean, it looks like that. So we will find out who will grab this piece here today. If only will sit for me again. And Rebecca, we will find out for you. Tim, if you can maybe find out the information or just have Andy to check. She's looking for the size of the stone for 1124581, or never mind, I think Christine has got it. So we will find out for you, Rebecca. And just like that, last hour is here. So thank you so very much. I know I'm very distracted. The Mandarin Garnet is in the preview right there, and it is just, it's like the sun. It's like we're not outside right now, but it looks like the sun is in the sky. So thank you so much for joining me so far. My name is Joyce, and we are in our last hour of our Friday show here. A lot of pieces still hanging out, including the green sapphire for, I don't even want to say it anymore. Green sapphire, black opals, those two pieces, same exact price. Still got quite a few pieces to go through here. Blue zircon, if you want a blue zircon in a ring. Now they did give me 2 other rings, and I honestly do not see the value of the 2 other rings. I still prefer the one that I had showed at the very end of the show last week, so if you want to see it sooner, please let me know. And also fancy cut tourmalines. I do have a rubellite in a ring today. It is a emerald cut set east to west. Designer mounting, you might know it. That is here again. And I also had flashed a larger black opal. If you want something on the larger size, totally understand. It's always nice to have a wide variety from the smaller stones to the jumbo size stones. So whatever you want to see, we got. And of course, the opal earrings that I am wearing, I had designed them myself. And I just thought, you know, I think it's perfect to wear it today, you know, wearing blue and pink hair now. So I just thought, why not wear them? But if you want to see the earrings, please let me know. Chameleon diamonds are here as well. Diamond, rather. Only have the one. And of course, emerald in a brooch. Several emeralds in a brooch, rather. And all of those pieces still to be here and to be gone. So let's get right back into our Mandarin Garnet here. And let's take another look and see who will be taking this piece today, because this one, I mean, between this one and the emerald, I just don't know which one is even brighter. They're all so incredibly bright, and I feel like I need to invest in a pair of sunglasses to wear just to do these shows. When these stones come on the screen, it's like they're so bright that it's almost difficult to look at here. So let me know on the Mandarin Garnet. Gonna try and block the light again so you can see what it looks like, or you can see better into the stone itself. Here and here, I mean, right? Here we have 3 lights on it, and then here I'm blocking 2 of the lights, and it looks even brighter. Like this versus this. Something is happening here. There are no camera filters. All I'm doing is taking one hand, blocking this light, taking the other hand, blocking this light, and then suddenly the Mandarin Garnet is like, good morning, time to get out of bed. But this piece just cannot stay here, especially for $59.99. That is just unheard of. So call me on this one if you need to think about it. Please do take down those item numbers, and we will find out soon enough who will grab it today. And actually, I just want to keep on blocking the lights here because, you know, this looks great and all, but I really love this specific view of it. So if you want to take any pictures of this piece, I think this might actually be, you know, a dimmer light source might actually be the better way to see this stone in. So I know how often do I could say that, but here it is, Mandarin Garnet, $59.99. And we are going to move right along here. So call me on this one. It's a gorgeous piece. I might have to wear it for the rest of the show here. And Regina, for aquas, if you can give us, yeah, they're taking care of you. If you have like a stone shape preference, size preference, style preference, we have a wide variety of aquas in the back there. So it's really, it's better to give us more specifics, and then we can help you out better with finding the perfect piece for you. And now I'm kind of conflicted. What piece should I show next? I do have a diamond ring. I might have some questions on the Mandarin Garnet. We'll see who takes it here. Again, we might have, you know, a different version of the tri-colored pendant we had earlier, but I do not have another Mandarin Garnet that looks like that. I also do have this triple, how do I even call this one? Triple circles. Diamond ring. That looks like you paid $1 million for because it's all VS diamonds, but rather, no. This is well over a carat, and it is definitely not priced like it should be. If you know the style, you love it. I think it could be perfectly stackable, totally up to you. But G says, how did you know we were taking pictures? I mean, if I were watching the show and this piece came on, and then suddenly it looked like this, I would also be taking pictures. I would be taking so many screenshots. I'd even take a video. But this is just such a gorgeous stone, and let me know on this one, it just cannot stay. And hello there, Ellen. Welcome to Friday. Yeah, I have I had a caller a couple days ago be like, oh yeah, you have the high-end show, right? I'm just like, no, I just like to show the high-end pieces, the museum pieces, right? And Regina is looking for something smaller, 2 to 3 carats, something other than a ring. Now I know for a fact that most of our aquas are in rings. For pendants or earrings, I'm assuming pendant maybe. I know we have a pear shape, but it is a larger size. I'm trying to think. I know we also have an oval, but it's also a larger size. I feel like it might be 4 to 6 carats on both of those. Trying to think now. I don't know if we have anything smaller, but of course we can check in the back for you, Regina, and see if we might have something. I know my brain is only good for memorizing the museum pieces, the designer pieces. But let me know on this Mandarin. Got some people talking about it as I stand up here and stall and see who will be taking this Mandarin Garnet today. Let's see. Speaking of aqua though, in case you missed it, at the very beginning of the show I had shown a pear-shaped aquamarine. Now this one is going to be a larger center stone. But I just thought, you know, with the color saturation, this one has to go. So please excuse the Mandarin as it steps off the stage here. And then we will be bringing back the aquamarine that we had at the very beginning. This was 1123322. And this is Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. And you bet I will be recapping that Mandarin Garnet if it does not go. Of course, think about it some, but that is just a stone that once I see it, I'm just like, I have got to have that. And if there's ever any pieces that, you know, speak to you, trust your gut. This is here, aquamarine from earlier. This was a $10,000 -1 aquamarine. White gold only on this one, but I mean, the saturation it's there. I wish I had an aqua that, you know, is a reject, but simply put, our aquamarines you are going to be happy with, you're going to be pleased with, you're not going to be playing a guessing game with. You are going to love your aquamarines, especially if it looks like this. And $39.99 on this one again, white gold only. Size it, we will still size it for you. All you gotta do is tell me if you would like to pick it up today. And it's actually sort of angled away from the camera because of the way that the ring is built here, but this is what it looks like directly facing into the camera. And I mentioned it before, I'll keep mentioning again, but certain parts of this aqua do remind me of Brazilian Paraíba. Very similar in terms of the color, and again, two totally different blues, and yet somehow here we have an aqua in front of our eyes that, to me at least, reminds me of Brazilian Paraíba. So let me know on this one. I will of course try it on one more time here, see if anyone would like to pick it up here today. And I mean, look at this aqua, the size of the center stone, all of the details in the diamonds, and it's $39.99. It is a comfortable ring to wear, true to size on this one. You got your tapered baguettes, your princesses, and of course your regular rounds. At this point, the round diamonds, meh. But the princess cut diamonds and the tapered baguettes, that's how you know a piece is special, such as this one. So let me know if you'd like to pick it up here. Let's go back up close. And let me actually flip it around and see if it might sit like this. Looks like it might not, but let me flip it back around then, so I don't have to babysit it here, and see if anyone would like to pick this one up here today. Rolls and Barn is still here, 1888. And bicolor tourmaline had flashed it, but I think maybe we'll show that one next. Ooh, and also the brooch that I had mentioned. Have you ever seen a gemstone and you just immediately think to yourself, well, that's just too good to be true? Tracy says, that ring is huge. This is definitely not your small, usual average band ring design. But this here is one of those pieces where you look at it, I looked at it, and I was even thinking to myself, are these emeralds even real? Because when you see something that is almost too good to be true, you immediately, alarm bells start ringing off inside of your mind, and you start thinking, are these stones even real? Here are some real, natural Colombian emeralds. This is 1123433. And I would just get this for the emeralds. These are not teeny tiny little accent stones. These are so sizable that you can see every individual emerald, no matter how you look at it. This is both a pendant and a brooch. I'm holding it by the bales right now. But this is it. This is emerald. Had an emerald ring earlier. Probably not in my best interest to show another emerald piece that looks like this. Top quality stones, but here we go. This is platinum. This has a carat 80 of all of your Colombian emeralds combined, and it also has 38 points of your diamonds in this piece. Has to stay like it is in the platinum. And let me actually move on over here and zoom back out just a little bit so you can see the entire piece better, because this, what if I covered this in shadow too? Cover the camera here. This emeralds are also supposed to be naturally included. All of this, all of that. You all know what I'm about to say by now, but these stones, even without me blocking the light, these are some neon emeralds. These are some bright, clean emeralds, and it's $49.99. That's what it was, and that's what it no longer is. Take a look at it on the hand here, because this is just I put it down like that, and all you could see was green flash. Perfectly matching emeralds. I just cannot believe it. This is one of the pieces where I just can't stop staring at it. This is truly too good to be true. How do we get this many emeralds perfectly matching, color, shape, quality-wise, and all put into this pendant slash brooch. You can wear it however you want, but do not expect to see another piece like this with emeralds that look like this again. This is really the too good to be true kind of piece, because take a look at it on the neckline just to show you guys. I mean, right? You can see every individual emerald, and we are moving further and further away from the camera. And all you can see are how bright the stones are. You're not even seeing, you know, oh, it's nice, but you are just admiring the flash of bright neon green that each individual stone has. Again, part of me does not want to believe that this is real, that this is true, but here it is, and it's not going to be $49.99. Let's bring it back up close. And it's not even going to be $19.99. Just like that, price has been dropped. Piece is still here. Miss S, this piece might just be for you. It's not going to be $19.99. Call me now. We are going to make it $16.99 today for all of these emeralds in this one piece. And again, let's bring it back to the hand, because this is how you could wear it as a pendant. Everyone is going to be staring and be like, oh, that's a nice piece. What stones are those? Because they will not ask, oh, are those emeralds? They probably know emeralds. They probably know that emeralds do not look like this usually. And here you have all of these perfectly matching stones in this one piece for $16.99 today. I mean, this is just unheard of. You know, if I looked at this piece and I didn't know any better, I would probably guess maybe Tsavorite or Russian demontoid. I would never guess emerald. And here we are, all of these perfectly matching emeralds in this one piece, in this one pendant, in this one brooch, wherever you want. The pin also goes like this behind the piece. Let me actually flip it around here, so that you can wear it however you want to. But point is, do not miss out on emeralds that look like this. And again, that's where you can see the pin and of course the hidden bail there. Wear it however you want. But even from the back, the emeralds are still brilliantly shining. How is this even possible? I do not know. This is the power of Mother Nature. And let's flip it back around here so you can see and admire and drool over this piece of jewelry. We will find out who will grab this one today. $16.99 for emeralds that look like this. I don't know what we're doing with our pricings. Clearly, the summer sun has fried our brains, but this is it. This is too good to be true, and this is for one caller and one caller alone. So let me know on this one. And next up, I might have to bring out the turquoise if anyone is interested. Or of course, the bicolor tourmaline, since the camera is already zoomed out so much here. Let me actually set it back on the wheel here for one more look close up so that you can see again all of your perfectly matching emeralds up close and personal. And of course, love the negative space here. Kind of reminds me of like a flower bud, very abstract flower bud. Green is kind of like a spring color, you know, before the flower blooms here. But this is also what it looks like from the side here. So again, you can see how your pendant will sit however you are wearing it, with the position of your hidden bails and of course your pin here. And this is it. So much platinum in it, but no matter how you wear it, you are going to get some looks, because those emeralds are definitely eye-catching. So let me know. Mandarin garnet's still here, but not for long. And bicolor tourmaline with the bicolored gold is coming up next. Some of these pieces, again, I just cannot believe that they are still here, still hanging out. But next up we have, very rarely do we get pieces that are in yellow and the rose gold. Next up, we do happen to have one of those pieces here. So let me know on this emerald. Moving this one aside here. Next up we do have 111 8444. and it looks like this. This is yet another one of our larger rings, yes. Center stone is a 2296 emerald cut bicolor tourmaline, yellow gold and the rose gold. Has to stay like it is. I think last time I had this piece, I think I called it the strawberry matcha piece. Strawberry matcha latte, which is a fantastic drink, fantastic combination. But here we have it in our gemstone variety. This is our 2296 center stone, 43 points of the diamonds, as is for the gold color, true to size on this one, and it's gonna be $99.99. This is what it looks like facing downwards, where at the top part of the stone here, it has some of the minty blue greens almost. And then as you move lower and lower into the stone, it gets more of like those strawberry colors. And this again, this is the strawberry matcha drink in a ring. And it's not gonna be even $69.99. I know we're discounting even these large pieces today. Nothing has changed. We didn't, take out some of the gold. We didn't be like, you know what, tourmaline, maybe we just got to take it out, just give you the sum amount. We're doing none of that. G sees a horseshoe in the previous design. Huh, that is interesting. Could be a horseshoe. Kind of does have a horseshoe shape. I love pieces like this where it's like abstract, but you can still, it's open to interpretation, which that's what I love about some of these pieces here. But this instead, bicolor tourmaline, it's been here. $49.99, it's still here. I want to help someone out there own this piece, the piece of their dreams maybe. Let me also show you what it looks like from the side here, again with the bicolor look. I'm a little bit amazed at how they were even to create this piece. Putting together the two different gold colors and yet still able to keep them separated so distinctly. Because if some pieces with the rose gold, it does tend to resemble yellow gold. I've seen it here and there, especially with those gold specific stores where I look at a piece, in person by the way, and I'm like, oh, so this is white gold and yellow gold? And they go, no. This is all three gold colors, white, yellow, and rose gold. And I'm looking at the rose gold, and it just looks like yellow gold that hasn't been washed in a while. That's what it looks like. But not here. Here you're like, ah, yes, yellow gold there, rose gold there. Done. But I'm not done yet because this is not going to be $49.99 either. I understand it's a large ring, but this center stone is just gorgeous. This has to go. Just even try it out. If you think maybe it's too large for you, or maybe something that maybe the stone just does not speak to you as much as you thought it would, send it right on back. I do not mind, but you have to at least try it out at least once. See what these bicolor tourmalines of this caliber are made of. And if you would like to try it out today, or if you would love to, own it forever, we're gonna make it $48.88 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. And let me also try it on the hand here because this is a fabulous piece. And again, my hands, yes, are small, but still comfortable, true to size on this one. I personally love larger pieces like this. I might wear it often. Let me actually move it over to my middle finger because, again, with pieces like this, it does feel better on my middle finger. I get to, again, try on these pieces in person. And ring finger, it's fine and all. Like, visually, it's fine. But if you wanted to, feel comfortable and feel like it's, I guess you could say balanced on your hand, for larger rings, heavier rings, I would definitely recommend it on the middle finger, such as this one. So again, it is totally up to you how you want to wear it, but this is just my 2 cents. as to how I would wear it. Definitely on the middle finger, still true to size on this one. And let me actually see what it looks like on the index finger. I don't think it would work, but you never know. That's what it looks like. Probably not index finger, right? Definitely not the thumb or the pinky. But, you know, for me at least, you know, ring finger, it feels fine, but, you know, it does feel a little off balance, if you will, but I do prefer it as a middle finger ring, as it does feel a little bit better. So we will find out here. And let me put it back on my middle finger here because, again, it does feel the most comfortable here. So we will find out. We will find out who would like to grab this one today. And 4888 on this one, we will find out. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, larger stone. Therefore, it does require quite a bit more gold to, you know, hold together the entire piece. You don't want some, you know, thin, flimsy prongs barely holding onto the stone and like a thin, flimsy basket and this and that. You want it to look stable. You want it to feel secure, and it absolutely does. I mean, considering all of the gold here, and even with the design in the basket work itself, it kind of reminds me of like architecture, like the buildings, when they build the buildings. I know my vocabulary is amazing today, but when they construct the buildings and like the interior, the infrastructure of these soon to be built buildings. That is what this piece reminds me of, and it's just a lot of gold, a lot of work put into this piece. And if you want to try out two-tone gold, yellow and rose gold, this is definitely a piece to consider. And let me also bring it back up close so you can see it one more time before we move right along here. And of course, brooch is still here with the emeralds. And we will find out what we can do. Do you have any questions, Tim? Maybe on a specific mandarin? I see. I know, it's a great piece. I would hate for it to stay here, and I'm not going to do any taunting or anything, but let's revisit the mandarin. I know I can't stop thinking about it either. And so let me know on this tourmaline, but let's go back to the mandarin here. I know, how did I know? Going back to the mandarin garnet, just to really ooh and ah over it. Not doing any sort of, you know, taunting or anything, but this is a piece that has got to go. It is gorgeous. And let me actually zoom in closer and also block the lights. I mean, like this, but also a little bit closer. Let me grab my trusty bag here and block this light, and everyone can just admire this piece one more time here, because this is a piece that cannot stay. It is our neon mandarin garnet. Can assure you nowhere else is going to have neon mandarin garnets quite like this, but I mean, that looks great and all, but that is really what sells it, to me at least. So we will find out soon enough who will be grabbing this mandarin garnet here. And I wish I could, you know, block both lights forever, but I am standing on my tippy toes. And I'm trying not to bump the lights here, so it's like a nice little workout here as we find out who might be taking the mandarin garnet today. But again, this is just a gorgeous piece. And let me just see if I can block this light too. Wow, that is just, I just love this stone. And I know everyone does too, but talking about it as we speak, we will find out soon enough. And if you wanted a smaller bicolor tourmaline, I do have a smaller one, believe it or not. I know, crazy, right? But we do have an 821. Now this one's in the white gold, so nice to have a variety here. Now this one has sort of the, I would say kind of like a cherry color as opposed to the strawberry color. And then the top definitely has a deeper green color to it, kind of like the green sapphire that we had at the very beginning of the show. So this is a smaller set in quotations because this is a 821. Smaller bicolor tourmaline, if anyone is interested. Chameleon diamond is still here, blue zircon. And you know what? I feel bad about it. Last week had a blue zircon, didn't really do it justice. So here it is again today. We are going to find out on this one. Let me also try this one on the hand one more time here. But this is what it looks like on the hand here. I mean, this is just gorgeous. Can you imagine taking this one outside? Like, I wish I would have known more about the stone sooner, because then I would have taken this one outside. If I could only take one piece outside a day or even a week, it would be this one. So let me know. I love it in the yellow gold. I would keep it as is. And let me actually move it over to the index finger here, because I'm just a little bit curious here. I mean, that would also be a look. Middle finger would absolutely work. Probably not the pinky or the thumb. But again, how you wear it is completely up to you. And whatever other pieces you might be able to pair it with, match it with. But I mean, this is just, I am speechless. So let's find out more about that one, but let's go to our blue zircon here. This is going to be a blue zircon. This is 1124367. And I do need to clean it up a little bit more. But this is our 18K white gold piece. Had it at the very end last week. Kind of just threw it up there. But here it is, a proper presentation for our Cambodian presentation, Starlight Blue Zircon. This is our 773 center stone. And in case you wanted like a comparison, I have a pear shape today. It just has some, you know, tapered baguettes in the ring. The center stone is smaller than this one, by the way. And it is double the price. This is the ring I'm talking about. Honestly, the oval looks a little bit larger. The oval is larger. Has tapered baguettes, and somehow this ring right here, the pear shape that I am holding, is double the price. Help me understand. I do not understand. I'm very confused. I mean, I guess in a way it could be that this is, you know, tapered baguettes priced right. You know, double the price. There it is. We finally get to see a piece that has finally been priced right. But don't worry, I'm not going to show that one. And I also do have a 562. And this is a round, but this one and this one, the oval, exact same price. Make it make sense. Yes, this one also has baguette diamonds, but this is a far smaller center stone, and yet somehow same exact price as the oval that it is next to. So I simply do not understand. Maybe this is, again, maybe someone has realized, oh, there are baguettes in these mountings. Oh, there are tapered baguettes in this mounting. Oh, there are fancy cut diamonds. It does not make sense. Yes. Thank you very much on that one. And she will enjoy it. Pear shape, I'm taking away. It's quite literally double the price. I'm not going to show it. This is where the value is. This is where the magic happens. And this is also where I will pick up the piece and give it a better cleaning here. And I know, Carolyn, this is a gorgeous piece. I absolutely love this ring too. I mean, there's something about it that makes me feel like the diamonds are floating in a way. I think it's the negative space between like the halos and, you know, the side designs there, but there's something about this design where, you know, you look at it and you don't assume that it's floating because that's physically not possible, but then you look at it some more and you're like, whoa, how are these, you know, different diamond components combined or, you know, connected? How are they, you know, doing what they are doing? I do not understand. Like the brain gets a little bit confused sometimes. And this is one of those pieces with this designer mounting. $79.99 it was, and it no longer is going to be again. If you want the round, if you want to see the round with, you know, graphics and everything, that's fine, but just be warned that it's going to be the exact same price as this one. This one out of the three has the largest presence out of all three again. And yeah, 59 points. Again, maybe we have to check on this, but it says 59 points on this one. And I just can't believe that it's here. $79.99, not going to be. If you would like this one, call me now. We're gonna make it $29.99. And yeah, now that you mention it, Carolyn, 59 points. I don't know about that, but I mean, the diamonds go through the entire band here. So, you know, if it turns out that you're getting extra diamonds for free, so be it. But $29.99 for this look, and this is not a small look, by the way. Kind of gives me like a watch design in a way, where it kind of looks like there are these straps that you would have, you know, when you wear a watch. Again, I don't wear a watch. I don't know much about watches. I know that it tells you the time. That's it. Some are battery powered. That's it. But this design in particular really gives me the impression of a watch design. And from here you can really see when it casts the shadows between your diamonds, where it really gives you the impression that the ring, that the design itself is floating. I almost feel like I could possibly turn the diamond halos. Like I almost want to try it out, but I know it's not going to turn. But visually, it just gives me that look that I feel like this is going to be a super dynamic piece. And just from that, you already know that this is a fantastic design, and it's only $29.99 for a 773 center stone. And again, the other blue zircons, honestly, yes, tapered baguettes it has, yes, regular baguettes, 2 individual stones, but I think this is the one to go with, especially for the center stone, especially for the presence overall. And again, yeah, I mean, the diamonds go through pretty much until where your fingers meet. It's not going to be like, oh, there's an empty space of gold, which, you know, we're not going to get mad at gold, but to give it the impression that there are diamonds pretty much throughout the entire band, that requires diamonds. And here it is, $29.99 on this piece for the very first caller. Who says yes? I don't have another piece that looks like this. I do have other blue zircons, as I had shown you, but price-wise, I don't really like it, so I'm not going to show it. This is it. This is where it's at, $29.99 on this one. And let's go back up close. Try to get this one off my hand here. That's what it looks like from the side. Again, blue zircons. Blue zircons and kunzites, they tend to be of a deeper cut, so they're very difficult to work with, which is why we don't get to see too many of them. We can see one here and there, but you know, blue zircons especially, it's like whenever I see one, I'm just like, wow, I have to grab it. But again, it's with the cuts, they're rather difficult to work with, but here it is, that perfect blue. So now today we had aquamarine, we had blue zircon, I feel like we had another blue stone. We had black opal with a blue base color. We had blue sapphire, that I thought we had blue wing block D tanzanite. So many different blues that Mother Nature has to offer. And yet they are not like any other. You know, even sapphires and tanzanites. Tanzanites, blue wing block D tanzanites in particular, they've got that red flash, iconic to the tanzanites. Blue sapphires, they've got this beautiful deep royal blue color. Very different. And even blue zircons versus aquamarines, very different. Still 2 different types of blue colors, the same blue color, but still very different in terms of, you know, secondary hues in it. So that's what I love about this industry, where, you know, you say blue gemstone, you're like, which one? It could be this one, it could be that one, it could be, you know, sapphire, it could be tanzanite, it could be Paraíba, could be Swiss blue topaz. It could even be Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And I mean, that's just what I love about this industry. I mean, right here, 3 different blues, just like that. And all 3 natural gemstones. So let me know on the blue zircon. And we will find out here if anyone would like to pick this one up today. Bicolor tourmaline, totally understand, might be too big. but I would honestly just collect it for the stone tier. Congrats again on the Mandarin Garnet. And if you were thinking Mandarin Garnet still, I did have a smaller stone. Now smaller does not mean itty bitty. It is still a decently sized stone. It is our 621. Now I'm very curious, moving this one aside, I'm very curious to see what happens if I block the lights on this one. This one again was 1121932 for $23.99. Simply put. I mean, yeah, do you guys see the vision? I mean, here it is, normal circumstances, normal lighting, 3 light sources, and then I block it, and then inside the stone, it gets even brighter. How is that? I'm gonna start doing this with every single Mandarin that I see from here on out. I do not know how this is possible, but Mandarin Garnet, that is what TVON is all about. Bringing you guys surprises, surprising me every single day. And this here, $23.99. This is for the gents, but gals, if you like this, I would wear it. I would pick this up for myself. Change the gold color if you would like to. I feel like a cheerleader now, you know, moving my arms. But here it is, $23.99 on this one. Change the gold color if you would like to, but this is it. Mandarin Garnet in our gents ring. And a lot of gold, obviously. Under gallery here, clean stone. Again, now this one has an under gallery, so it's kind of hard to see, you know, through the back of the stone. I can try to hold it here and hold it still so we can maybe see. Obviously, there's going to be inclusions in this one, but again, it's still going to be a bright, lively stone. You want to get gemstones that feel like gemstones and not just, you know, like a whatever, you know, is it even a faceted gemstone sort of look? You know, you want to get stones that look like this. No matter how you look at it, no matter what the lighting condition may be, that it looks like a gemstone. And so here it is, $23.99 on this one. Let me also try it on the hand one more time here, so you guys can see, again, the perspective of the center stone. I know up close it's kind of hard to judge because we do get to see a very zoomed in look at, you know, our pieces on the wheel. In fact, it's almost like looking through a loop at our pieces, especially when I zoom in super close. So that's just a heads up there. But here it is, our gents ring, Mandarin Garnet. And this is it. I think this is the last one here. I had flashed one earlier, but you know, it's an Asher cut, it's a small stone. Don't really like it as much. So if you're gonna go and pick up a Mandarin Garnet today, get this one. The other one, gone. Expected. But this one, here, for now. So we will find out, $23.99 on this one. And let me just look directly into the stone and try not to get mesmerized because this is perfection. So let me know. And Sleeping Beauty turquoise. This is one of these smaller stones that we have here. I know, me showing you guys a smaller stone. Who is she? This is 1119246. Now this is a nice idea at a Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and let me actually see here. You know what? Let's scrap this one. I don't like it anymore. Let's bring back the green sapphire, the one that looks like an alexandrite, because this, for $12.99, I am amazed. I am speechless. This entire ring, okay, $250 sapphire. It is not your usual blue sapphire. There is that bright earthy green color in the stone. Looks like alexandrite. It is not alexandrite. Perfect 50-50 of the blues and the yellows. 55 points of your VS diamond, so that's in your halo around the center stone, and you get 3 stones burnished into the dome on either side. The only thing that is left to be said is that it's in a ring. But a ring could mean anything. A ring could mean, you know, I'm going to use the back of this ring as an example. A ring could mean a band that is this wide, which, by the way, this is your traditional sized band ring, versus that. This versus that. These are both rings, both made of 14K white gold. Change it however you want. But clearly, the gold of this ring right here has not been factored in. $12.99 for this entire ring. We are not going to charge you for a gold color change. We do sizings up to certain sizes. Take a look at the banner for more information. Like, this entire piece for $12.99, I simply cannot wrap my mind around it, how this is still here. Take a look at it on the hand. That is not your average diamond ring. And let me actually grab the other ring here. I'm going to try it on backwards just to show you what it looks like on the hand as well. So that was the ring that I had just shown you, but reversed, just to show you what a traditional band looks like. And this is the green sapphire ring. How many more times wider is this ring versus this one? Many. I'll say it, this ring right here, $9.99. This ring right here, $12.99. And this ring, you get $2.50 in your green sapphire, 55 points in your diamonds. Yes, this one is only diamonds, a little bit over a carat, but just the gold content, can you see? There is a very big contrast happening right here. $12.99 for this is just unheard of. That's what it looks like from the side. Still true to size, believe it or not. It does taper nicely in the back. But for this entire piece, for $12.99 alone, that should just be the price of the center stone. You're getting free gold, free diamonds here. I know we're so used to hearing that, but to see it actually happen in a case like this, I just cannot believe it. Let's put it back up close. Maybe you need another close-up look at the green sapphire. Again, this is one of the more pretty green sapphires we have seen, as also stated by our Facebook ladies in chat. But this is it. This is the ultimate green sapphire ring. If you just want a green sapphire, you don't care what mounting it's in, get this one. I know we have other, ladies' rings. They have, more diamonds in them, but the band is just a traditional band. This has so much more gold in it. And out of all the green sapphire rings that we have right now, there's a reason why this one is here today, and that is because of the value. So call me on this one, $12.99. This black opal ring, also a hefty amount of gold, a large center stone, less diamonds, yes, but also $12.99. And again, we'll just show these two again, because both of these, questions have been asked. No one has said for certain yet that I know of that they are going to take these pieces here. But again, for all of this gold, $12.99, it just cannot be. So let me know on either of these two. And if you want to see the diamond ring again, or if you want to see it fully presented, please let me know. But, used it to make a comparison here. So, but if you actually want to see the graphics and all that information, please let me know and I'll be able to bring it up here. And I might just have to gather some pieces here to create our recap wheel, as we've gone through quite a lot today. Several pieces are still here, Royals and Barn as requested. Still here, still hanging out. This band is so wide that even for the Zambaran, I might just have to put it in the front. This is our aquamarine in the back here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And what else is here? Let's see. Emerald. Not just your average emerald. And this one actually might have to go in the back here since it's such a large presence. Do some rearranging here. Opal in the front, blue zircon. Also deserves a spot on this wheel. And let me see if I should put this in the center or swap it with the Zambaran. So here are just some pieces that we have left at the end of the show here. Again, other pieces may or may not still be hanging out. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call in and ask. I might just replace this one with the Mandarin Garnet, like some more warmer tones here. That looks good. And also the ruby. Now, I did not present this one, but the ruby is a higher end ruby. There is a lot going on with this ruby, so I'm just gonna temporarily move that one aside here, and I'm just gonna have our ruby up here. Now, this is kind of like a Wonder Ring style. And just so you know an estimation, this piece right here started at $89.99. The center stone's a carat 36, 71 points of your rounds, and I think those are pear shapes. Might be marquises. Either way, fancier cut diamonds there. But this one started at $89.99, so that's just a heads up on this one. Again, it's a gorgeous ruby. You know, whenever I move it, you can see through the stone itself into the back of the band. So that's just a heads up there. Moving the emerald back onto our recap wheel here. Again, this emerald, I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. If it's yelling at you right now to call in and pick it up, you should probably do that, because I do not have another emerald that looks like this. We have other emeralds, yes. They're all very different in terms of, you know, intensity, inclusions, this and that. There are so many, you know, factors to consider, but this one in particular, simple style, bridge mounting, change the gold color for you, true to size, I don't know what else I could possibly say, $21.99, carat 73 center stone, 59 points of the diamonds, rather large diamonds by the way, and $21.99, it is still here. I'm gonna try this one again, one more time. Gonna put my hand down, and the first thing you see is emerald. The emerald is brighter than the diamonds. This right now is a known fact. We now have a Colombian emerald that is brighter than VS diamonds. And $21.99 on this one. This is 1122894. How can it be that this piece is still here? If you get this piece and you get it at home and for whatever reason you do not like it, for whatever reason you're like, you know what, maybe it doesn't work with my hand, send it right on back. I do not mind. But this is it. I mean, triple rows of diamonds, a carat 73 emerald center stone, emerald cut, which yes, naturally does reflect a lot of light, but that is for, you know, cleaner stones. Emeralds are not supposed to be this clean, and yet this one is as clean as can be. $21.99 on this one. Let me know if you like to grab it. I mean, this is it. You look at it from the side, and it is still bright. It still has an internal fire to it. I just do not know how this one is still here. My voice is going, and this ring is not going. There is a problem here. Call me on this one. This one simply cannot say, you know, I don't have an emerald. I don't have many things, but if I were to start somewhere in my, you know, gemstone jewelry collection, I know for a fact that emerald is difficult to get in terms of cleanliness, in terms of neon color. I would start with this one. If I could, I would give Tim my card right now and be like, process the order for this one right now. I do not care. Because I know for a fact that emeralds, in particular, you know, you Google emeralds and there's gonna be millions of pictures that pop up, and they are not going to look like this, especially in this size. You know, it's easier for the smaller stones to be cleaner, right? The 50-point stones, the 10-point stones. It's easy for those stones to be cleaner because there's less volume in the stones for inclusions. But when you have a stone that's over 1.5 carats, close to 2 carats here, be this clean, that is just, I do not know why this is still here. Maybe you guys are seeing something that I am not, but the fact that this is still here, I do not know what else to say. Let's bring it back up close. Maybe I should just take it off the wheel. Maybe it's not the day for this piece, but I mean, the stone is so bright that the greens look like a bright Paraiba blue. And yet it is still here. I do not understand. We'll just leave it up there and cross our fingers, hopes that it goes. But this is it. This is our recap wheel here. Again, last couple of minutes of today's show. And I guess I have failed miserably if that emerald is still here. That emerald, the green sapphire, the aquamarine, the royal zambaran, the mandarin garnet, the blue zircon. I have failed today. What other pieces can I throw up here? Let's see. I did mention a rubellite. It is an emerald cut. I'm just going to start flashing pieces, yelling out prices. If you see what you like, call in and pick them up. This is a fancy cut, emerald cut, rubellite. $22.99 on this ring. Yes, it also has quite a wide band. 18K white gold on this one. We'll still size it for you. 4 points of the diamond, so not a overwhelming diamond weight, but just a nice little accent on the side there. But this fancy cut rubellite is only $22.99. This is what it looks like on the hand here. I mean, that is not a small ring. That is not, again, your average band style design. This is, it's also a buff top, by the way, so it's not traditionally faceted at the front, but it is a buff top design, fancy cut on the back. This has it all. And this entire ring is $22.99. Let's go back to our wheel and see if anyone is taking the emerald, maybe. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit hopeful now. But we will find out. Kind of see here the difference between the rubellite versus the royal zambaran there. And we also had a chameleon diamond for $88.88. There are no two chameleon diamonds that are exactly the same. This one is here, $88.88. I might have to do some moving around here. Emerald might have to go to the front. I'm gonna do some adjusting here. Now it's a little off screen. I'm gonna hide the emerald. This is chameleon diamond in the round, brilliant cut. GI certified 8888 on the chameleon diamond, and also maybe you've had enough of the emerald rings. Maybe you want something else in the emerald. We have brooches. Brooches like this, which between this and that, I don't know which one I would pick. Probably the ring though, but it is up to you how you would wear these pieces, but let me know on this. Yeah, Tracy, I wish, I know, but I wish I was also on vacation. I would go back to school just so that I could have a summer break. But last 3 minutes are here. Again, Lauren will be back with you guys tomorrow, the weekend, Monday, so on and so forth. Online, on TV, wherever you can watch us, we will be there. Again, the show starts on Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Again, the weekends are also lots of fun, a lot of brand new, a lot of values, a lot of deals. You do not want to miss the weekend shows. And even if you are out and about on vacation, you know, you can watch us on your phones. Just go to TVON.com and we will be there. And yes, the 3-stone ring, of course, the diamond one. Yes, so let me locate it right here. Had a question about this one. So this is it's not 3 individual stones, but it is a cluster design. This is $9.99. I will have to find the bag for this one. This is 111-1175. And this is $9.99 for a carat 18 of diamonds. Take a look at it on the hand. I mean, from this perspective, you are only seeing diamonds from left to right. You look like you paid probably a couple $1,000s for this ring, and yet it is here for $999. And I mean, VS Diamonds, this just shows you how bright they can be. $9.99 on this one. Again, 111-1175 if you'd like to pick it up. Let's go back up close, and again, if you are on the go, you can watch us still online. You don't have to be sitting in front of a TV. You can have your phone, your tablet, computer even, if you're bringing it on the go. Type TVON.com. We have a little tab for our live show. Just click on that and you are all good to go. All of our shows are also archived there, I believe. So, if you maybe missed out on a day or two, you can always go back, see what you maybe missed, and you can also call in with any questions you might have. But if you are, out and about and having fun, I hope you do have a lot of fun, and of course, stay safe. And very exciting that everyone, gets the vacation now, doing some traveling. I don't know where everyone would be going, but I will always be here. I'll be here next week as well, next Friday. And if you have any questions, I will also be hanging out in the phone bank for a little bit after the show. If you have any questions, you want to talk, I'm here to talk, as long as the voice doesn't go completely. And again, thank you so much for being here with me. It's been another fabulous Friday evening. And again, join Lauren tomorrow for a fabulous weekend show. And to everyone who has been, tuning in today, have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. I will see you again next Friday, and we will see you back on TV online tomorrow, 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Pacific.